Hello everybody and welcome back to Rome Total War. If I can press the right buttons. The thing I did there, the game should appear in a moment. I've got black screen. There we go. Back we are with more Rome Total War. Yes, I promised more of this on Thursday, but I forgot. I wanted to do a bit of tidying up before I continued streaming again. And then it was many hours later and oops. Yeah, but I do hope you guys are all doing okay on this lovely Saturday. We are straight into a battle. I am under siege and I'm facing a very difficult opponent in that I've encountered Armenia's cataphracts, and they are a royal pain in the rectum. Just nothing stops them. Like, they cut through my mercenary hoplites like a knife through butter. I just have nothing for them, absolutely nothing. And now, at the very least here, we have a chance of holding them off with some good strong walls, and they've got siege towers, unfortunately. Yeah, I bought this city off the Armenians in that I bribed them, and now they're mine. And, well, I suppose things could have gone better than they did. Oh, and they've got a sat point, so yeah, that's not great. We're going to have to send out our Scythian mercenaries to take them on. So, order given, they're going to charge out, which might not end well for me. Where are they going to put their siege tower? Probably here. So we want to move these units into position. Yeah, that siege tower is now pummeling my horses right here. But hopefully, guys, focus on the sat point. It needs to go down. So, skirmish mode, you fucking wankers. So, go, 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 go. I mean, at the very least, they're naturally in a wide formation. So, they should be able to smash up the sat point. Right. Smash it up, please, if you wouldn't awfully mind. Can horses not do that? Let's just try and charge right in here and smash them in the faces. Just to see. Yeah, that hasn't gone well at all, has it? Yeah, I don't think that we're going to hold on to this city for very long indeed. That siege tower is coming in, so we're going to have to abandon that part of the wall. I think that's just naturally going to come down. And we need to reposition some units in preparation of the inevitable breach of our walls. We do at the very least have 2 units up on the wall right here, so we can go ahead and reposition a couple of other units, be ready to take on as soon as the gates open. Well, not gate, but, you know, once they breach a hole. We'll move our horsey-warsies out of the way. That siege tower is going to be dropped in right here. Our legionary... Yes! Yes! That's what we needed. Just what we needed. The siege tower has been destroyed. Spectacularly good news. It's burning down. Burning, burning, burning down. Burning hell, motherfuckers. That's what you get. I know it's quite bad objectively saying this about the Armenians, who historically was kind of genocided a bit. But that doesn't matter here. Look at that sucker fat one, you pricks. Yes. Now, there's only the slight issue now of the siege right here. I mean, they're going down, and that's cataphract horses, isn't it? Yeah, cataphract archers. Absolutely impossible to deal with. Again, useful tooltip right here. Hold out to expand. No further information. Thank you very much, games. So, yeah, then I'm pummeling the units. And as soon as the breach happens here, which it certainly will, right about now, they're going to be digging. They're literally undermining the wall right over here. So we need to stop that. But we can't. So, yeah, that's great, isn't it? And it appears that my units aren't having the best of times with cutting out of the walls. So let's put our mercenary horses right over here. Take a general, position them over here. So we had a victory with taking down the siege tower, but I fear we're not going to do much else, because those cataphracts are going to come charging right in, and that'll be it done for me. What else, though, do we have? Yeah, we're pulling down units off of our towers, but it's not going to be enough. Like, there's no way they're going to be ready for this hole to be knocked into the wall, but we'll just speed up time. At most, I suppose we can hope to actually hold them off for long enough, but I don't think we can do that. Also, we don't want to be too close to the breach in the wall, because, yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. And let's quickly just take a quick pause, because I need to make sure, yes, everything is set up right over here. And back in we are. Speeding up time again. The wall is collapsing. That'll be a breach established for the Armenians. And now they're going to charge in through that opening that they made. We'll just try now and reposition units ready to intercept. But I fear we're not going to be ready in time. Yeah, they're setting up the cataphract archers on the outside. They're going to be throwing in right on top of our eastern mercenary infantry. Here comes the cataphracts. And we are going to lose this fight fairly quickly now, I suspect. Guys. Just try now and work these units as much as we can. You are here. You need to charge in as well. Go. In we go. Everybody just pile in. There is no other option here than just smashing these people right into their faces. Eastern mercenaries over here, trying to, we can't box them in. But no, again, those cataphracts, those damned cataphracts are so merciless. Just chopping down everything in the way, the armoured horses, just not fair. What am I supposed to do as a good, honest Roman? I just want to invade this land. Why are you so resistant to my invasion? Now we have units breaking. Yeah, they're fighting pretty much for their lives, aren't they? Right about now. They're broken, they're routing. Down here. This is not going to go our way, I'm afraid. This is hopefully done. But we're just going to have to hope. Yeah, look at that. We're just speeding up time a bit. Everybody's getting chopped down. Everybody down here, it's not going to go well. Just watch the bars grow up there. Watch the Allied troop count drop. I mean, again, we had more troops there, but those cataphracts... Oh, we got a break! We have an actual break right here. This is crucial. This could flip it in our favour. If we can just get a mass route going. Yes! Everybody focus on the last standing unit. Get in here now. Smash those fuckers. Come on, just get them break. They're wavering. We might have it here. We might bloody well have it. This could still go over. Yeah. All 3 units have broken. Oh, fantastic work. We now just got Hillman. Admittedly, we have another cataphract unit outside. Guys, stay indoors. Stay inside. We need to hold the gates right here. Just try and use whatever the bloody hell we have, which is pretty much nothing. Establish some sort of semblance of a perimeter right in here. As we've got Hillman coming in light infantry. Just get the general away. We need to protect the general at all costs. Yeah, they're breaking. We can get our Sarmatian mercenaries right in here. Skilled mercenaries will hold off as well. Just minding the business over here. Yeah, we just need to try. Oh, but no, call off the Sarmatians. Sarmatians away again. Guys, you need to be really fucking drawn up right here, ready to take on as the general unit cataphract are coming in. And they are mean old sons of bitches. At the very least, the Tabas are still standing. They should be providing some support for our units as in comes the general. Charge! Yeah, this isn't going to end well. They've got 109 very heavy cavalry. This is a scruffy fight. The only thing we really can do... Oh, and as... What's that? That's Hillman, so my concept of trying to outflank them through the gate and take him up the rear won't really work here. This is going to be pretty difficult to see how this is going to go. We have to just hope that we can take out their general pretty much as soon as. That'll cut down their morale. We'll just quickly... No, we got breakage happening. Summations, let's try and pull them off. Guys, can you try and just throw it in out here? The general unit's going to remain eager. It's going to remain eager until we cut them down. And no, they've fallen. We're now going to have to send in our general. And I'm not sure. Maybe that is the general unit right there. I cannot tell. We're just going to have to hope that we can get some sort of break. We broke the Hillman. No, our general fell. I think that might just be it. That's got to be it. That's a too significant a morale hit for our unit to sustain that. But they've lost a fair number of men as well. So really, this could go any which way still. I mean, it's just a chopping competition. Down to 61. And our general's down to 31. We've got 83 legionary cohorts. So you'll have to come in up the rears. Down here, you guys are retreating. Yeah, and I can't really call you guys back into the fight yet. You need to reach the plaza. And 53. I mean, this is a slug match. Just grinding, slowly, brutal down here. And now the Hillman's recovered. And that's going to be right up the back of our legionary cohorts. They're now going to be trapped in behind the Hillman and the general. And now our general unit breaks, and that'll be it. Although we have the saving grace is the square. So we're going to have to try and reform our units into a formation in here that might be able to do this, you know. Yeah, guys, fall back to the square. We're going to have to take him on in here. We can't break on the square. That is our only real hope. And they're giving chase over there, so we're going to have to try and reposition right over here. Let's just reduce our time acceleration. Grab you guys, form you up immediately right out here, so they will hopefully be charging their cataphract. No, they've broken off a pursuit. They've broken off a pursuit, and we're down to 40. They haven't taken any other towers, so they should, in theory, be getting pummeled by arrows or other forms of ranged attacks from the towers. Down to still 40. That's kind of why the unit of Hillman broke, as they did. And they've actually recovered. They're back there with 81 men. But we are hoping now that we can just get a break going within the general unit. But yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? We don't have a lot of men down here, and they're just slowly making their way down. We have got 31 minutes remaining in this fight. So either it'll be a long slugfest, which I doubt, given the fact that we're already down to... How many men's remaining? 143. Like, we've had a numerical advantage throughout the entire battle, but they're just too strong. Like, there's no way I can take these on in the open field. Trust me, I tried, and it really, really didn't end well for me. We had, I think, a numerical advantage. Oh, but we now got some range attack coming in, courtesy of our Scythian mercenaries. So, yeah, just down to 39. If we can get a break in on the general, that would be good. I mean, he's right over there, and he hopefully is right for the taking. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Are they going to move in? Are they going to attack onto our eastern mercenaries? Come on, guys. You're onto the square. Come on, right into those shields. Come on, no, shields, spears. Starts with an S in it. Oh, yeah, in we go. The general's right in on the front line. Right next to spears. Just go, 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 go. Envelop him. He's the one to get. He's got a mace in his hand. Get that guy right fucking now. That's what you need to be doing. Just keep attacking. Attack, attack, attack. Keep up the attacks. Either get a break going or get the general knocked down. Yeah, see again, the Hillmen are wavering. They've broken right now. Just focus now on the general. It's just a massive melee right now. A slugfest, all-out slugfest on the square. What's going to happen? Where is their general? Oh, it doesn't matter. He's already dead. There he is. He's right in here. There is a decent amount of protection around. There we go. They have broken. Let's just continue this battle. And let's get you right over here. Start attacking. You literally don't matter. But I suppose, do we have... You are missile cavalry. You're heavy cavalry. And you're heavy cavalry. I don't think you're going to catch up with them. But you can give it a bloody good go. You might catch up with them. So let's try and see. Can you guys ride those suckers down for me, please? Use summation to get onto those. I don't want any of these to be making a break for it. Get them. Just charge them. Run them down. Start arrowing them in the back. And just, yes, chase them down. Chase them down. Is that the general? Is the general literally... Yes, it was. That was the general, or the captain, as it says there. There wasn't any actual general in the fight. But wow, okay, that was close. I mean, this whole campaign has been... I don't even know what. It went off the rails pretty quickly after the Thursday stream. We'll get into that in a moment. Yeah, and Cyrus under siege. I've taken quite a lot of these cities over here purely from bribery, and now Cyrus under siege again, I do believe. But yeah, once this is over. Now here we go, another battle. Weirdly, it doesn't actually say on here where it's for. But yeah, we have a decent amount of infantry and some of these. This would be over near Pergamon, I would imagine. They're coming in and we have walls. Hopefully we can hold them on the walls. If we can hold them on the walls, we'll be good. No, this is for Ancyra, so they're moving straight in. Does that mean they've got ballistas, scorpions, catapults around that? It probably does. That's bad. That's really bad. I mean, I could have seen that on the screen. I do admit that I wasn't paying attention to that. Let's just get stuck in here and fight it out. Slug it out in the streets. Hopefully on the walls. But yeah, and here we go. So, start deployment. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, mega crap. So, yeah, they got in because, yeah, this has been under siege before. And we only just managed to hold them off last time round. But at the very least, we have got a numerical advantage now. So let's put Auxilia at the front gate. We'll grab some of the legionary cohort units down here that are admittedly a bit battered. I mean, these two, that's pretty much a full unit right here. So just get the others to form up, be ready to throw in their pilum as soon as they enter. Yeah, we're in a weird state right now where I've still got some units left over from pre-Marian reform, but whatever. We've got actually a fair amount over here of full strength units. Let's get you set up here. We've got no hole over there. We have got a couple of holes over there, so we may perhaps want to shift this infantry right over here and be ready to pluck ourselves should the AI decide to utilize them. We've got a couple of... Well, we've got an Equites unit and 2 general units, so that's a significant amount of heavy cavalry. But that won't be how we win this, to be fair. Okay, that's not where you need to be. Perhaps position you right here. They've got 1 ram. So let's see what their decision is. They are going to shift their cataphract archers over here. I would imagine they're going to try and squeeze in through here. Which doesn't bode well for me. I don't really want to do that because he's just going to be surrounded immediately. But yeah, they're definitely pivoting. Oh, we got many breaches all the way around us. So yeah, it's pretty much just a guess as to which one they're going to use. And they are very cunning, the AI, in holding back the general. Well clear of any kind of reach. So yeah, we're just throwing stuff at them out here. Yeah, and again, the gates are open, so definitely we've had some sort of spy infiltrate. In fact, what we are going to do is call everybody back into the square. Right now, just everybody make a run for it back into the square. That's what we need to be doing, really. I mean, we're going to probably have to... Yeah, let's just bring these out of phalanx. There's the word. Phalanx formation. we're kind of just going to have to give up. We've got breaches all round, but there's no chance of holding it. I don't think all of these units are going to be making it back. They're going to be encountering cataphracts as soon as, and that's really, really not great. I have no real way of countering those bloody cataphracts. We just have to take up position here. I've got 2 generals for some reason. No idea why there's 2 generals. One may have come of age as soon as the city was put under siege. We'll just have to try and pluck it up. We've got Auxilia here. Fairly strong sense of Auxilia. Yeah, see, they're flooding in here now. So, oh yeah, and they're definitely rushing right in over here. Oh, but they've decided to focus on the unit right over there, so that's pretty decent. At the very least, that's a tiny amount of delay for them, and that might mean that the Auxilia unit will be in place to attack, and at the very least hold them up a little bit longer. Let's just try and secure the entrance points here with my infantry. Where do we want to put the mercenary hoplites? We've got cataphracts pretty much every which way, so it doesn't matter. We'll put that unit right over here. The other one doesn't really matter. It's 16 hoplites. That's not really a significant number at all. But yeah, they can get to take up a position there. Then you can take up a position there. Because yeah, they are pretty much moving all around here. There's only 3 entrances to this square at the very least, which is a positive move. Let's get our archers set up here. For some reason, they're not interested in this road. They've decided to also batter down. Oh, here we go. Guys, phalanx. Yes. I mean, again, they're going to cut through these like knife through butter, but it's better than nothing. Just hold it on here, guys. Just hold it. Get over here with the early cohorts. Look at that. They're just absolutely knocking them back. The sheer strength of the horses with their armor is just too much for a mercenary spearman to cut through. Guys, just start chucking at them. Start chucking at them. This isn't looking great for us. We were able to hold on to Ancyra previously, but it's not going to happen here. And their general is just casually chilling out there, so we can't even take an advantage out of taking them out at all. Although we do have a bit of infantry just kind of hanging about here. We need to take up. We've got a couple of generals, which really it would suck to lose, but we may just have to accept that it's going to happen, as we are now surrounded at the city square, and I can't see any way of forcing a break. In fact, our units are breaking now. Just the fact that they've got cataphract archers is just too much for us to deal with, really. Because, see, again, they've got a decent amount of ranged attack. I mean, literally archers on armoured horses. We don't really stand much of a chance. Oh, gee, they've broken the walls. How important an information is that? There's surely no way. Oh, but that unit's broken immediately. Can we provoke another break? That cataphract archer unit is eager still. Can you guys just break, please? Please steady, shaking. Yeah. Guys, just try and push in an advantage out here. Let's see if we can't provoke more breakages out here. The Auxilia's holding up right here at the very least. Just try now with this. Get over here and get in on that. Eager. Is anybody out here steady? No, they're not, but we're just going to have to try and smash into them. We just need to try and get some mass breakage going on. Come on, guys. No, you guys definitely don't need to be on skirmish mode. You guys say no here. Oh, yeah, cataphract archers wavering back into shaken. Come on, break. We just need that one important break to happen, and then everybody else is going to falter right on behind. Come on, everybody, focus right onto that shaken unit. Get them to break, please. Oh, no, they're back up to being steady. Steady. This isn't good. Yeah, they've got this one, I think, but we're going to fight to the very last bloody man, aren't we? Steady, eager. Let's get in over here. Actually, charge into that unit again. We might be able to provoke a break over here that we can translate into. There you go. There you go. You're broken now. You absolute don't. Let's see if we can then move over here. Can we utilise that? They might have seen that. So utilise that to try and provoke another break. We're just going to have to try everything. That just barely hanging on. Equites wavering. That's our unit. No, now it's our units that are breaking over here. That's not great. We're going to have to just go down fighting here, I think. It's all we can do. Oh, yeah, they've recovered over there. So, yeah, it's not looking great. Or we really have to try and just get units to break and chop down as many as possible. We just do a bit of time acceleration here because they've overwhelmed us already. Yeah, it's pretty much done now. They've got more cataphracts coming in. Armored General, get on the General! If anything... Yeah, our General has fallen. One of our Generals have fallen anyway. We just need to focus on their General, try and see if we can at the very least cut down one of the most important units. If nothing else, their General will die taking this city. That shall be the aim. Just chop them down. Go for the General unit, please. I mean, look at that. It's just a massive mess. Ah, this isn't great, is it? Where's the General? The General's right there. Where is the actual General unit? Not there. What do we think? He'd probably have a mace in his hand instead of a spear. But no, I'm not seeing a General unit anywhere in here. I mean, admittedly, there are a lot of units just larking about. And actually pinpointing that General. What do we see down here? Heroic death for one of our Generals. I mean, our General's going to die anyway. Can we please get the General now that they've decided to push into the square? I mean, that would be the ideal thing. Are we down to just 2 men now? That's not great. But yeah, we took down a fair old amount, didn't we? So, that didn't go great at all, in fact. And I don't know how to counter these bloody cataphracts. They're just too powerful for me. The only way I've been able to do it is use massive stone walls to hold them off when they attack me. And then bribe their cities to come to me. That doesn't seem like it's particularly a strong tactic, however, to survive the entirety of the game. But it's working well so far. Let's just quickly here get... Yes, this is looking better for me. A Thracian spy moving in. They've been trying to get an alliance going with me. But I'm already aligned with the Scythians, so that's probably not going to happen. And they're kind of at war. And, yeah, oh, we have 15 announcements. So, settlement besieged. Pergamum, agents, Senate offices. We now censor. Adil Kistor, and that's all about that. 2 deaths. Yeah, we know all about that. They want me to assassinate somebody. I don't think we're going to do that, to be honest. I think I've got my hands full about here. But yeah, so far, just to update you on where we were, we've taken all of the Balkans and Greece. And there we go. Yeah, we've taken all of Greece, which was a bit of a slugfest too, but we managed to bloody well do it. We ended up having to fight a battle on 2 fronts with the Macedons in the north and the Greek cities in the south. Elsewhere, though, things aren't going superbly great. The Scipio have only just managed to establish a foothold in Africa. We're taking Carthage after so many years of not being able to do it. They've taken over Sardinia. The Julii, I mean, things have gone batshit up here. The Britons have taken all of France, as you can see, and probably by now quite a lot of Spain. The Germans were pretty much all of this. And the Julii were hemmed in. They don't hold Mediolanum, I guess, right now, which is a bit odd, but hey-ho. And yeah, they've been struggling. They've sort of been trying to take it up. They managed to drive a wedge in at first, which the Britons then drove a wedge into, so this wedge to a wedge. But now it appears that the Germans have been pushed back. They've now oddly got Russia up here, and they've got down here like Czechy, sort of the Czechish Republic, Hungary, around that area. I meanwhile have expanded over here, so I was attacked by the Greek cities, and that's the ones I've been slugging it out with so far. And yeah, then the Armenians decided to attack. They've taken Ancyra off me, which is quite annoying, but we hold on to a fair old chunk over here. Pergamum is very important to us. Namely because we can train up with silver, shield and weaponry for pretty much everyone, which is a massive help, and we are holding on to, let's just cancel the training of those units. Up here, just recover those Yeah, let's just recover those units and get a couple of legionary cohorts going. We lost a general, it seems, up here. Let's just drop down. Oh, yeah, they're not happy at all, are they? So, yeah, we'll have to just try and make do with that. Tarsus abort, as I did with Sinope. Both just bribed into my possession. We're just going to have to see down here again. See cataphracts. Those sotting cataphracts. We have a diplomat, however. I'm trying to keep an eye to see how much money they do. They've got a modest amount. No idea why my reputation is dropping. I haven't backstabbed anybody. I've literally only attacked people after they've attacked me. So I feel like that's fine. Very demanding for a ceasefire. How much you need? 100. Yeah, right. We can pay that. We've got the money. So, I mean, it's one way to take over a city, I suppose. We probably want to take down all of this just straight away because we have no need for it. But yeah, just demolish all of this. A large temple. Do we want to restore that? Like, there might be a benefit to restoring that for us. And we definitely want to put in some sewers. We can drop taxes a fair old whack. But again, it's not looking particularly great for us. We don't have anybody up there who can run in and take it for us and watch it. Generals can't make their way up there, so yeah. At the very least, we have something to spend our money on, and it kind of slows them down, because it's, at the very least, as long as it's in my possession, it isn't really revenue for them. But yeah, again, we're going to have to try now and find. You are a diplomat for the Seleucid. Oh no, for the rebels. What specifically are you? Yeah, you're bankrupt. No, so how is it? Because I'm buying out cities. Probably it is. Oh well. Let's try out here and see if we can't do map information for map information. Boo. Boo. This allows it. You're allied with us. Okay, great. Can we down here get you? Is there a way to make him join war? That will be very helpful, in fact. Military axes, attack faction. Yeah, let's try and see if we can get them to attack. That right there.
Do not take us for fools. Welcome, friend.
So they weren't happy with that, were they? So let's try and see again. Attack faction, Armenia. Right. What we're going to do then is we are going to give them 20,000 denarii for that. That's still very demanding. Let's try then. Attack faction, Armenia. How much money would you need in order to do that? Wait, hang on, that's a wrong thing. Make a single payment. Offer money. What if we give you 10,000, 100,000? So that's very generous. So that is helping us right out here, isn't it? So let's try. Is that 50,000? Yeah, that is 50,000, isn't it? That is very generous. Your requests, yep.
A most generous proposal.
So they should now go to war with them,
Welcome, friend.
as far as I'm aware. And that should help us significantly in holding them off. Where are the Seleucids? That would be over here-ish. So hopefully they will come in and assist us at one point or another. Down here we are still building walls, so that will be helpful. I don't really want to sally, and yeah, I'm trying to build up another army over here, which is pretty much ready to go. But the issue remains of what I actually do with it. I don't know, because they're pretty difficult to attack, really. Just from, you know, the cataphracts are quite a big pain in my backside. What can we do, actually? I mean, taking back Ancyra would be fairly useful, but I don't think we're going to do that. At the very least, we can try and grab some more land off of them. Can we see how much land they have? I think we might go in here, see straight in. We're at war with them. Can we see some summaries of you? Policy current standing, no. Factions, that might be it. If we go to Armenia, you are looking military production, territorial ranking. That might be it. So yeah, they don't have a lot of money on territorial ranking. So let's grab a diplomat. You are here. Get you moving over. Let's try and see if we can get some sort of embargo going on, or maybe that'll be helpful. So nope, not happy. Not happy in the slightest, but that's pretty much it for this round. I think we're just going to have to end the turn and see what happens. I mean, again, we have so much money and nothing really to spend it on, so we kind of just have to make it up as we go along in that respect. And I just need to sit properly. There we go. Get some decent posture going so I don't end up hurting me back. Like on Friday, no, Thursday. Yeah, it would be Thursday after the stream when I was just playing this. I ended up getting cramp so hard I nearly had to call someone for help because I just couldn't get my cramp to stop in my leg, which wasn't great. Oh, I think we've just been kicked out of a city right there. Or was somebody else kicked out of a city? I genuinely don't know. We'll find out as soon as a turn comes to us. The Julia's got a good stronghold up there. Yeah, the Scipio is definitely starting to spread down in Africa. We haven't lost a town yet. But somebody might have, you know. I think it was our spies. So can we move in here and see what's in the town of unit? Just cataphracts. Just a big old cataphract. You don't have any cataphracts, really. You've got one unit of cataphracts. Presumably the general is also cataphract, but hey-ho. Let's just get in there, try and just reduce their happiness. There is an assassin here. Apparently you do that over here, so we're just going to kill any assassin standing outside if we can. Apparently he failed a 95% hit there. That's a bit shit, isn't it? But yeah, we'll bring that boat around, try and drop them off at one of the towns up there. Matsaka not happy at all. But that's mostly from, you know, not having any units in it, I suppose. We can repair cavalry stables in a turn. And we've got a general moving in down here, so that's actually pretty good. No, unfortunately, we don't have anything down here. And you are also a general. You don't seem to be. You are 48 men. And we could probably nip out and just take them out. But I think we just need to try and merge. Oh, Christ, I've got Hastati down here still. Well, we can't really reinforce them right now, so we're just going to have to make do. And Syra really not happy, but that's their problem. Nicomedius being held on to pretty well. There's nothing really we can do here. So, yeah, I mean, perhaps we want to try and see if we can reform some of these places. A religion. Let's take down this shrine. And then we can build right here a religious position thing that works for us. You need to attack me pretty soon. Yeah, we're shipping that army out. You just go in here. Athens is not particularly happy, but that's quite okay. Otherwise, you're sailing around. You've got that port on lockdown. And up here, you're building this. You're building. We're just checking in here to see roads is building. Sardis. Halicarnassus isn't. Let's get a decent old port going for you. Loads of money coming in. You're not building either. You can upgrade to an imperial palace. Let's just do that. You as well can upgrade. What do you have in terms of fighting? You've got army barracks. Yeah, you've got pretty much everything. But let's go for urban barracks for you. You're building Corinth is building. Sermon's building. Apollonia. Tarentum. Tarentum isn't doing anything, in fairness, but they don't need to right now anyway. They're fairly happy. Croton don't really need to be doing much. Well, we can give them a... Is that an academy? Yeah, it is. Let's upgrade the academy to a scriptorium. Salona, you We can just upgrade you as well. Sagastica, you are in the middle of upgrading, so we don't really need to be bothering with that. Bilosaura, everything's looking pretty good there. No, we need to build some more archery. That's my main archery town, so that's pretty decent. You got army barracks, right. So let's just train some legionary cohort right in here. Just spit them out. And then get them over to Pergamum as soon as that one's been released. That's got a fair amount of infantry. Just a weakened archer unit. And a weakened peltast unit. So that's quite alright. I just want them to attack us, really. That'll be very good. You are pretty weak in Sardis. And you're already on low tax. Can we... Yeah, you can't train anything. That's kind of the problem. So, wrap up this. Oh, a suitable husband. Our drill master. Now that's rubbish. We're writing in Masaka. Spying. Assassin misses target because he was a useful old prick. Let's move on to the next turn.
Be quick.
Oh, yeah, that's me offering this up. Yeah, see, now they're starting to run out of money. Still very demanding. So now we just kind of have to hold out here. We've got the money. We cut them off financially. So that's crucial. They're going to start breaking down the military units. They're going to start weaken just to try and survive. And that is when we can press home our advantage. Maybe try and close them off even a bit more. That would be very good indeed. So we may have turned the tide in Turkey. But we got spies from Armenia moving in. They've still got Ancyra. And you're now putting Sardis under siege. And you're putting Sinope under siege, are we? I mean, that is... In fairness, our units up there is pretty weak. But we do have a boat that we can pretty much just drop off a load of units from. And then you're going to have to just run away. Oh, you bought out my unit, you dicks. We've got Thracian spy moving into Thessalonica. Hopefully we'll catch them. Otherwise, what do we have? 14. Let's just clear these out. Settlement besieged. Sinope. We know Sardis. We lost a spy. We've got writing in Sinope and Masaka. Can't we just... Mark all messages read. Yes, thank you. No news really particularly interesting right here. Where's that boat? That boat is here, so just move you right up here. Okay, we dropped you off there, which I didn't mean to do in fairness. So just get you back onto the boat in a moment. What are you bringing in? That's not bad, and we have got... Yeah, we've got some decent walls, but that's where there's a breach already, which is kind of annoying, but hey-ho. You are a... Why are you standing there? Just get into the city. Try and hold on to this place for crying out loud. What can we build? Religion-wise, religion is probably the right way to go, isn't it? A trade caravan. A large temple. Let's just chop that down, really. Yeah, you drop pretty significantly, but we can go in. Is there anything that gives a public order bonus 10%? And you are public order bonus. Yeah, we pretty much just need to go towards... What does Mars give in the end? Because there is a tree that's going down. We just need to focus on short-term gains right now. Nothing in here. Actually, let's bring out this chap again. Get you out. Do we have... I mean, we would take any infantry units that we can right here, right now. Let's just retrain what we do have before we train any additional early legionary cohorts. Oh, hello. No, that's not what we needed to be doing, actually. Because that is... yeah, we're just going to have to try and go in the execution square. And, yeah, we wanted to do this and that. And that's looking pretty decent down here. So, let's try now and see again. Mega. Yeah, they're not really feeling too good about that, are they? They've got Sardis under siege. They've broken the siege on Pergamum, so they obviously realised that was a terrible idea of them. We can speed up the recovery a bit, I think, by merging in right there. And we only have to retrain a few of these units, which would be very useful indeed. And they do indeed have got plenty of good weaponry at their disposal. So let's see here. Can we cancel all of what we're doing down here? Cancel all of that and just retrain as much as we can. And do up the boats as well while we are at it. So that's pretty good. We've got 2 generals in town. So all is looking pretty well there. I think we're putting the squeeze on the Armenians right now, which is crucial for us. Is there anything else that we need to be aware of? No, we're not being told of it. So we're just going to have to move on here and see what happens. We might lose a couple of cities. I think we just did, in fact, lose a city to rioting, which goes back to the Armenians. And that's not great, but we'll put it immediately under siege and hopefully we can retake it. If not, we at the very least just starving them out and denying them of income, which seems to be our strategy at the moment to take on Armenia. Meanwhile, we've got movements. Now Pergamum's coming back under siege, which is weird. Why did you break it just to put it back under siege? Yeah, Masaka is back into Armenian control. And just a bit of manoeuvring up by Thrace. So you are now standing out here. Can you recruit anything? Yeah, you can. So let's recruit you. Oh, but you've all of a sudden got a lot of units down here. That's not great for you. You can't afford all of these units, can you? Like, let's just see here. Again, meager. You can't afford the units that you have. Like, you're going to have to start breaking down these units. And we have a spy right here. Let's get it moving over into Masaka. You're under siege. I mean, again, that's a pretty significant force out here. You back onto the boat, please. And drop them off here. And say, hello. Oh, you suddenly don't want to put the city under siege, do you? Oh, dear. Yeah, actually, that's cataphracts. A lot of cataphracts. It says we had the advantage, but I'm not prepared to take that. We will just have to try and hold out here. No to be introduced. You are coming in. Who are you? You're just a general, nothing else. Who are you? Just a general as well, not any important family members. What about down here we can repair? We probably need to repair, don't we? So ditch all of this and repair all of this before we build anything else. Maybe we want to build an arena just to get some public happiness going on. Already on low tax rate. Let's just put daily races on. Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Let's try and retrain those units as well. Just for a bit more infantry. Legionary cohort. At the very least we knock them back and they're not really prepared to take us on. But the retaking of Masaka isn't what we need right now. Can we build anything down here? Oh, yes, we can actually. What do we need to do? We need to build... What about market? What do they have of a market? That's our market. Execution square. It's actually worth holding on to. So maybe some armor if we can. No, we can't. Let's just hold on to that because that might actually be doing more large mines. Which is eastern, which we can't do. Communal farming, which we probably can do. City barracks, which we can do, right? Dockyard, we already have a Roman dockyard. Market, what about the market? Alright, that is technically ours. Then, practice range, do they have any range? No. So, yeah, we probably want to do crop rotation. That's quite annoying, though. You provide a public order bonus as well, so let's get that build. That's just 2 turns. That seems much better. You are also just a general because that's 48. You're 52, so you're pretty big. More you faction heir, maybe? What else are we seeing out here that we can spot you? We don't have any info on. That's just a diplomat. And that is a big old stack of armies right here. Ideally, I want him to attack us. I don't want to go on the offensive. Yeah, as you also perhaps want to back off up here. Do you have anything? No, you don't. I think plenty of inactive fleets, actually. Yeah, let's just bring you into town. See if we can retrain them or anything like that. No, you are also a fleet. Yeah, but you're sitting over here. You're being retrained. Have you been retrained? You've been put under siege. So we'll hold on to that. What else? You are that fleet over here. Let's just hold you there. We might actually want to build you later on, but let's just turn it out here. It's pretty difficult. Hello, Gary. I'm doing quite all right, enjoying it. It's a long weekend here. We had Friday off, which is great. So it's lovely for it only to be Saturday today. Hope you're doing well as well. I've been playing this far too much, but that is how it goes. Also, earlier today, I haven't fucking turned off Skype, have I? I'm an absolute plonker. Ah, well, we'll crack on. Let's just see. He is not great. Doubtful courage, so he's not going to be a commander. He's untruthful. He's reverent. He's filthy-minded and a confident commander. This is basically Donald Trump, isn't it? That just all fits in him. But yeah, he's not going to be great at anything, really. What can we do here? We've not broken any sieges. Pergamum hasn't been put under siege. Again, we can just expand you when time comes. You're falling back. They must be struggling financially to make this work because they've broken that siege and I think they're starting to break down units. So you are here. Can you go inside Matsaka? Yes, you can. And they're very unhappy, so that could be fairly good for us. Sinope is not happy either. But what I think we're going to have to do really with you actually we might have to just try and do a bit of a shuffle here, move you out of the way. That's rather annoying, isn't it? You can't actually move into that city. Can you then retake... Oh, we're going to have to rotate here. Retake this position. Right, and you can then rotate again, because there's overlays upon overlays. Yeah, get you to moving away. Then you can get into town. That hasn't really improved your happiness at all, has it? So, and you're building the arena yet, and... Okay, let's put the games onto daily races. See, that's now sort of under control. You've been knocked back. We'll just try and hold out here and see if they're willing to come on to us. Actually, let's just see. We've got a significant force in here. Let's just merge these units up. That's about it as far as merging goes. You are a spy, you absolute swine. We don't need any spies snugging about around here. We can build a spy of our own, which can hopefully detect and kick them out. We have a spy in Masaka. That's not a happy town, so that's quite all right. I don't really know what to do right now, but we're just going to have to try and hold out here. We need to starve them out, really. That is sort of what we need to do. That is a very good thing right out here. And hopefully they'll throw themselves at us. I mean, that general right there, it's a shame I don't have any infantry right ready to just attack that, because that would have been pretty nice to just take out one of their commanders. You're looking quite all right. You probably were sieging that and then fell back, so we've got a couple of inactive fleets. Yeah, we're just going to have to hold off here. We don't really have anything to do here. Yes, I know. Hang on, what? I beg your pardon. So you are putting me under siege, but you're just one unit. Can I? No, because that unit counts as well, done it. Yeah. See, that's annoying, isn't it? We'll just have to withdraw and wait it out until they decide to throw themselves at us. So we're kind of in a waiting game right now. We're just going to have to starve out those bloody idiots. Then we can take it back. But yeah, earlier today I got Silent Hunter 3 working, which I thought it didn't on Windows 10, which is great because that's a really good game. So I was playing that a bit earlier today, but mainly it's been this Rome Total War. It's great, so good. 10 out of 10, everybody says. One of the finest, sort of, not even real-time strategy games, because it's decent. It's sort of a mix, and it's great. I now have... the game's crashed now. Guys, the game's crashed. So I'm just going to restart this game. And we're just going to pretend that this never happened. Don't send crash report. No, why would I want to do that? They don't get my personal information. So hopefully we should see the game appear again in a quick second. I'm certainly looking at a Rome Remastered splash screen. There you go, see? Back in here like nothing ever happened. No idea when we're going to rejoin. But we're just going to rejoin right here, right now, and see what we can do. As Tacticus tells us that the proper arts of a general are judgment and prudence. Which, you know, makes sense. You need to know when to fight and when not to fight. We need to take Matsaka. Ooh, I have no idea about that. That's a good idea. I think, yeah, our spy's already inside. We knocked back those 2 units. So that's certainly a positive thing. Yeah, I think we're literally right where we were. So let's end the turn, because Salona's now being talked to by a Julii diplomat. Not that they can do a lot for us, mind. And there we go. We're doing much better now, aren't we? I'd love to retake Matsaka, but I don't think that's likely to happen anytime soon. Those bloody cataphracts. What can we do? Like, literally, what can I do against those bloody things? Because they're just not particularly useful. Also, like, the traders that they introduced is a bit weird. Like, you end up having to fight against your allies' traders, which seems a bit weird, but hey-ho. Like watching your trader being bought out by an SPQR merchant. Isn't merchant? Merchant? Yeah, merchant. Merchant. That's the word. Merchant. Today's stream is brought to you by the word merchant. But yeah, again, Britannia has weirdly just become all of this. So weird. All of France. So weird. And the Julii is kind of struggling to put the squeeze. Oh no, they've actually got Aquincum under siege. As we've got an Armenian spy moving into Sardis. You went in. And a Thracian spy moving into Bilasaura. Right. Are we looking at... What are you... I mean, you're really not doing great. Are you down to 58? So that's actually pretty decent. Our spy, he is currently in that town, so that's good. And they're sending that unit down here. They're definitely dropping men, aren't they? I think if we go into this, we can actually see it a bit clearer if we move over to Armenia right here, military ranking. Yeah, look at that. That's dropping. That has to be money. Production dropping, territorial financial ranking. Look, yeah, they don't have any money. They must be running out of money and they can't make any moves as a result. That's a huge disaster for them. But it's very good for us, of course. We'll just have to make do with that. Absolutely. Yes, we do. And we'll get a couple more infantry units working as well up here. Perhaps some, yeah, just do some legionary cohorts to try and boost the situation. You are there. But again, we have the advantage of proper stone walls right here. So we're actually going to grab this unit, pop it back onto our boat, and move it all the way up here and see if we can't put cities under siege. Cities under siege means they can't make money off of them. And I think making money up here anyway is pretty difficult as it stands. Can you train? You can build things, can't you? What can you build that would be beneficial for us? Probably a barracks unit would be the next thing to try and reduce the culture penalty. Sardis, the siege of Sardis has been broken again. So, yeah, that's great, isn't it? They're kind of struggling. Just retrain these units. It was put under siege. Yeah, they're falling back. I think they're trying to consolidate their units to try and just make some money appear. Let's just see out here. Modest still. But again, our reputation for some reason is really low. Must be because we're buying it up. Now, a ceasefire has gone from being extremely demanding to being extremely generous. That's pretty significant, isn't it? Sarmatian mercenaries. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to have to hold off for now and just try and make advances, put their cities under siege and strike back if and when we can. Britannia, meanwhile, just moving about. That is, yeah, all the way up there, so that would have been a diplomat. Thrace, moving about as well. Thrace doing surprisingly well. They're kind of wedged in by Scythia, it seems. But yeah, let's just move you up here. See. Where is the city? There is the city. So, put you under siege. And we should just build rams and just hold that city under siege. And hope that they can't make any money now. Pretty much all we can do. Let's just see down here holding off. Yeah, we can't do anything there. They've broken off the sieges, so we can now take a moment here to consolidate. Let's have a look at these cities, right? What can you train down in Halicarnassus? Do you have any infantry training facilities? No, you don't. Pergamum, meanwhile, what do you have? You have got... Yeah, you've got a significant amount of training facilities up here, so... Yeah, we want to grab some of these. Just start moving them out, because they don't have any forces near us. Then with you... Oh, I mean, that's Principes. All of that's Principes. Right, okay, that definitely needs to be sorted out. Because they are pretty much obsolete at this point. So they need to be merged in together, and that's Astarte. So yeah, they're actually just reinforcing in place. Here, meanwhile, we definitely need to start training up more units. So let's get some legionary cohorts trained up. They're very useful right now to do that. Meanwhile, in Nicomedia, we can't build anything. We can't do anything here. We can take down their barracks right about now. So we can do that and rebuild our own to reduce the culture penalty. That's the last building that we can do that with here. Otherwise, in Sinope, we are building, we are training. We've got pretty much everything going up there. And you're working on that. You're down here. You can't really trade with anything. Quite annoyingly, there is just one unit. I mean, we're just going to have to take them on, don't we? Just go out there and just boom. Just smash them in the face as we just do a quick resolve. I mean, that was a surprising amount of casualties, but, you know, auto-resolving and all of that. Yeah, you can actually train these units, but hey-ho. You are building out a unit, so we probably should be able to retrain some of that. Yeah, you're moving down here to take over from you. Can we... What is the happiness up here in Ansira? 112. What about Matsaka? That's kind of stabilized as well. So maybe we want to, from Pergamum, we want to grab a spy. Get you moving into Ansira. You can move over into Matsaka, so maybe we can try and undermine them. By doing that, we've got a spy working in Sinope, so that's pretty decent. Just trying to keep them from spying on us too much. Nicomedia, meanwhile, I don't want to move any forces away because they are in Ansira. What about roads? What can we build here? We can build a port. That is pretty much crucial, right, for roads. Kidonia, yeah, you're building stuff. Tarsus, all is looking pretty well. Now we've got Kotais under siege over on the Caucasus. Are we building up more forces over here? You are a general. Who are you? Let's just see about you. No, I would like to see some information about our general boy right here. Yeah, he's pretty decent actually. He might make a very good command. Oh, that's because the city here is absolutely chock-a-block. So that's another sort of starting point of an army that we can start and build up here. Legionary cohorts, not Principes. We'll just leave them in as a garrison force about now. There's no real need. Same with Hastarte. Move you out there. What about Nathans? We've got actually a fair amount sitting down here of legionary cohorts. Just train up a bit more as well down here. Keeping happiness up. What can we build? We can build you. And that's pretty much it for now. Thessalonica. We have got archers up here, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. See, again, this is our archer production facility, and it's very good for that. So get you moving down. You're building all of this. You're building all of that. What do we have down here? Anything we can grab? No, we've just got some auxilia. What about We don't even have some hoplites, which is rather annoying, as I would like to have them. We can bring the fleet over into Larissa's port to sit in there ready to ship out as soon as. And Sinope, yeah, Sinope isn't really happy at all, is it? Is it because the governor isn't particularly good? Could be. Let's just have a bit of a look-see and see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What happens if we move him out of town? Oh, the city becomes significantly happier. Yeah, let's do that then, shan't we? Just not have him in it, because he's worse. I think he might have been one of the generals that I bought. Degenerous drunken lust. Gambler networker. Notorious also. I mean, he's just a shagger, isn't he? Jobsworth, apparently. Yeah, because I bribed him. So, yeah. He's not great, is he? I think you are. No, you're within our territory, so let's just take them on right out here. I mean, that is literally just a unit of archers. We can do that one pretty quickly without too much bother. So let's wipe them off the face of the earth. That's to put on my desk light as it's starting to get slightly dark. I mean, it's approaching 9 in the evening, so that's about right. Anyway, yes, you're not going to give me a great speech here, are you? Where are they? They are over there. Right, give me loose formation, charge at these archers. Actually, we want to try and maybe get the charge going in from over here, so we hit their general unit positioned. He is over here, and you can see him standing right there. He's the one we want to hit. Oh, they're firing at us. Okay, guys, just get in there as quickly as possible. Charge in. Yeah, you're running, but you're not going to get away. We'll just bring our general to the back of the line. In come the horses. They're going to churn out these archers pretty quickly. Right, yeah, look at that. They're just dropping right now, wavering. Just melting away as our unit is churning them into the soil. And they will be bringing food for future. Well, probably not, because this is pretty deserty, isn't it? Can we just try and just grind them as much as possible, please? Just grind it, grind it, grind it, grindy. There you go, general dead. And off they go, yes. Oh, that was kind of like a weak sneeze, because it kind of died out halfway through. That happens sometimes, and that's okay too. Although at least it wasn't one of those ear-shattering ones that occasionally happens. But that was a quick and easy battle, in fairness. And that's them down. Has he gained any traits or anything? Sextus Sinicus. I think that may have been the one that we saw down here. Yeah, that's the one standing out here that we're building up a force around as it stands. So we ship them over to Pergamum and get them retrained. You were moving in there, so I think that'll be it for this turn. Senate mission failure. Yeah, I know I wasn't really ever going to do that, was I? And again, just talking out here. Germania talking to Tarentum. No idea if they're trying to bribe or what. We've got an Armenian spy trying to move into Sinope now, you cheeky little bastard. There's also an assassin standing outside. A spy moving into Pergamum. You're not very nice. Come on. Thank you. And they're moving away. I think I just saw their banner drop a little bit. So. And. Yeah, move in. There you go. So you're not really likely to take that on, are you? You move into Ansira. Very unhappy now, Ansira, down to 62. You are a spy. Let's move you in here. We've got 2 spies and they're now down to 58. Because they have literally no units in here. They've got just 2 units. What about up here? Oh, yeah, they're melting away. They don't have the money to sustain their fighting fools. Here, there's still a fair amount up here. Is that because it's a faction leader? No, that's just the governor. But yeah, the pressure's off for now, really. We can start and perhaps look into moving some units about. Sinope is very unhappy, but as we saw, spies were moving in. Can we, in any rate, yeah, we can actually. Let's just cancel those, get a spy, no, an assassin going in here. To counter that, you just keep Kotai's under pressure for now. As you're standing here, what can you do? Not a lot, I fear, but what we can start to do is get you moving over to here. Slam down watchtowers if you can. Always very useful to have watchtowers straddled all about. We need to start moving some of these units about and start to get them retrained. There's a place that should have decent cavalry training facilities. Is that you? I think so. You can train Roman cavalry and wall dogs. What do we have up here that needs retraining? Oh, that is Roman cavalry. So let's move those 2 units down to Halicarnassus. And what can we build in Halicarnassus that's going to help that city grow? Well, highways. That'll be money for us. Also a bit of drainage in up here. Sardis, meanwhile, is holding on as it stands. You can't really train anything. Is that right? You're building roads. I mean, we need to kind of go in with archeries here, I think, right? Yeah, archers is what we're going for. So let's build you up Nicomedia, meanwhile. You have built everything you can. And in fairness, we don't really want to train up everything or anything up here. Let's use this unit down here. It's very highly trained, so we can just top up those units. Then send it back down to Pergamum to retrain. Otherwise, yeah, Kotais is under siege. All of that. Let's just... we got a merchant down here who is, in fairness, not very good at all. But we can presumably find some sort of thing for him to trade just a little bit of. Do we have any other agents standing about? It should tell us what. Family tragedy. No, Sabina's dead. So we got spying mission successful. Pergamum is looking pretty decent. So yeah, I think we just got to try and hold off here for now. Idle resources, Tarentum. Alright, let's get some thing going here. What can we do? Militia barracks? No. Let's get an arena built in. Because your happeners might actually be worth doing. Sagastica. Oh yeah, you can actually do quite a lot right here. You don't have a governor, so we're not going to put on anything like that. But a highways, large temple of Juno. What do you give? Plenty of decent stuff, actually, and some stone wall just in case you come under siege. Was there anything else we need to look into? Inactive settlements, Corinth. Yeah, we might actually want to do that. Corinth is down here. That's pretty numerous, isn't it? What can we possibly do? You are training up what? Are you more sort of a cavalry? I think you're kind of more of like an everything, to be fair. Do you have any ranged facility? No, I mean, we do have got Bilosaura up there, so we don't need to be doing that. Public order isn't a problem. What are you at in terms of tax rate right now? You're on high tax rate as well, so we can even put you up to high tax, and you're not really complaining whatsoever. So let's build a hippodrome, just so we have a bit more of a cavalry situation. You're building down here as well, so that's looking pretty decent, although we might want to... oh, you're on normal tax rate, so we definitely need to be paying attention to that. Do we really not have any... no, we don't... why are there no hoplites? Hoplites are so good. Anyway, we nearly got a full force assembled there, so maybe next turn we'll start trying to move them over. Hopefully our attempts to starve out... oh, the Seleucids are up here talking. I mean, that's... so they're offering an alliance. We have an alliance. They're asking for money. I don't think, guys, like, you know, I haven't read Donald Trump's Art of the Deal, but I don't feel like this is a particularly good deal for me. So I'm just going to say no to that. That wasn't particularly ideal, was it? As Germania's moving about. Our spies got kicked out. You're trying to send in a spy again. mean, let's just try and pay attention to the banners and seeing if they're dropping. They might be making a bit of money back. Let's just check in again with the old almanac. Moving into factions. Let's get you back up here. Is our rankings dropping? Production ranking, tutorial ranking, financial ranking. No, it's still going down. Pressing the wrong buttons all as usual right here. Looking at that. I mean, how many units are in here now? Yeah, again, just 2 units in the city. I mean, admittedly, there's a fairly strong force standing outside. And you are looking pretty strong as well. You're not really looking strong at all. And, I mean, what do we have? Let's just try and assault this town right now. Just take it off of them. We should have it right here. We should have a fairly decent amount of archers in this force. So we should be able to do a significant amount of damage to these units. I think. / hope. Let's see. As we load in. That looks more barbarian invasion-y. Has that actually been released for this game? Because I don't think it has. Maybe you just missed it when I was setting up this campaign. But in we are. And we have got just normal plain old walls. I think we're going to just try and knock 3 holes into it. Can we just select all of our standard infantry? Yes, we can. And then put you on to free fire. Start you off. Knock you down. Knock you down. Bring up our archers just to start them off firing away. Then we can bring up all the other legionary cohorts, sort of forming up a second line. You over here on this flank, form up over here. Ready to go. You can stand here in the middle. We'll bring up our general right up behind. So good music in this game. Amazing stuff. Yeah, you're going to take up position right here. And look at that. Archers firing away. That Hillman unit melting away. And they've got Eastern Spearmen. That's actually the general right over there. So if we damage him, we should do a significant amount of damage. Guys, focus your fire onto them. Focus your fire. Just bring you guys in right up here, ready to fire upon this. These 3 archer units are now attacking the general unit. Come on, fire. There you go. Fire, fire, fire. He's melting away. Come on, melt away, boy. Melt. Look at that. Gates are opened. The gate has been knocked open. And yeah, they're now being fired into the back. They don't want to be here right now. Oh, that's just murdering. Down to 107, and they still haven't gone out of range. They have now, but down to 85. Oh. Look at that. He's absolutely melting away. We opened another hole into the walls right there, and another hole into the wall. Definitely the most important thing to be looking at right now. Coming down to 32. No, guys, just hold it off for now. Hold it off for now. So we want to grab you. Just form you in right here, you. Likewise, form you in. Just get in right here. First of all, we need to secure a foothold within this city. Guys, just hold fire for now. I'm going to give you guys a command. Oh, here we go. They're now moving in to attack us. But no, they've broken as soon as they made contact. Hillmen aren't strong at all. Eastern Spearmen here, however. That could prove to be more of an issue. Bring up another unit of cohorts to try and provide backup. And just block off this street. Street combat isn't great, I have to say. It is very finicky to get them positioned up properly. And often they will break the formation that you put them in. Which, frankly, I don't appreciate one bit. But hopefully that can be fixed in a patch in the coming days or so. But can we just lock it down here? It's particularly crucial with your hoplites and the like when they're in phalanx and they just decide to reform into a different formation. Yeah, can we just churn them down here? Just churny, churny, churny. Down you go. Now just block off this road. Likewise with you, can you just block off this road for us? As we're bringing in our archers now, setting up in here as and when possible. We'll bring up another unit of legionary cohorts. Maybe actually try and position that forward just a bit. There you go. Then we'll bring up the archers in here into lines protected by, as we saw right there. Oh, that was that unit. Okay, so let's not do that, shall we? No. Form up for me. Thank you. You right in here and you right in here. In terms of a remaster, this is probably the best one I've seen. Like, it is 100% faithful to the original game, whilst bringing in a load of good improvements. And there's just nothing to really complain about. They've just taken one of the best strategy games and made it even better, and nobody can complain about that. So here we are. We're now throwing away arrows upon these units. That's the general. He's moving in. He's breaking. We just need to start chopping these people down. Just bring up this unit down here. See, you're now changing formation even though you've not been told to do so. They're now charging out here. They've broken immediately upon contact. Guys, hold it off, please, if you won't mind. Just form you guys up properly. Get you guys into... No, get you guys into guard mode, please. Just hold your positions. Just let the archers do their magic. There he goes. The animal general dead. Let's just end it here. They'll die anyway. Doesn't matter. 7 casualties inflicted upon us. We just wrap that one up nice and easy. And that is just another town taken away from those swine that we call the Armenians. Don't worry, Turkey hasn't massacred them yet, so it's okay to say this. But yeah, in we go. Let's just disperse some population. Yeah, they're not happy with us, understandably so. You are a temple. Let's just ditch you right now and go for a shrine. No, a shrine to Mercury for me. Thank you. We can't retrain any units, but what we can do is drop our tax rate a bit, but that's still not really doing much. We can bring in the boat, then we can bring you back out. Nope isn't happy at all, but I suspect that's due to the people standing outside. We have got an agent, so we can kill a merchant. I don't want to do that. I want to kill the assassin right here. Seems far better. Yes, boom, down he goes. So he can't mess with us anymore. Matsaka, what's in you? Yeah, there's 2 units. You can't tell if they're sort of shrinking. Let's bring you inside here. Then we can go ahead and just cancel this production queue for me. Retrain. Muchas gracias. Down here, yeah, it's pretty much a full stack. You're moving. Yeah, you're moving down here. Let's see if we can't retrain you. Yes, we can indeed. So, perfect word right there. Retrain you. Tulsus. Well, really, what we want to be doing here is move the general to here. Then build a watchtower. And then try and pull him back in. You are an assassin, but that's okay. We're not formally at war. You were sent out to build watchtowers, weren't you? Yeah, you were. So maybe put you over here now. Can you build a watchtower? Yes, you can. So build a watchtower here just so we know. That appears to be Armenian over here as well, right? Yeah. Yeah, that would be Armenian as well. So they've got another town down here. So we haven't fully cut them off yet. But I suspect that we can try and do that with the force that we're gathering over here. You are pretty much full up by now. And hoplite units now available for recruitment. So let's grab that. Toss you onto this boat. Get you over to the port here. And get you to the land. And then we can send you out here maybe with a bunch of other troops that's trained up. Because yeah, there's a load of units sitting here ready to go out. In fact, we actually have a general here as well. But he's terrible. He is the faction heir. You aren't really guarded by anybody. So can you move over there? Try and mine this city for me. Thank you. You are an assassin. So we need to try and kill out The assassin standing out there. Boom, dead, down he goes. Perfect. So what do we have in this settlement? We're building all of that. Then we want to build a academy just so you get a bit more of a boost to you. Nicomedia, there's not much we can do in Nicomedia. You've got a governor. You need to kind of stay there for now. But yeah, I think, yeah, we're going to have to take that unit, then swap some stuff out, and then we're going to move it around to attack Matsaka. Unless we're not anywhere near that. So Croton, what can we do with you? Let's give you some crop rotation. Salona is also popping up here. We can give you a scriptorium. A diplomat, that's inactive. Yeah, there's no real need for that. Some fleets that are inactive, but yeah, they're just going to kind of have to hold position for now. And we'll see here next turn what we can do. July again, just talking to Salona. They just love it. It's just a nice city to hang out in, really, isn't it? We've got some moving up here. It appears, yes, the July have taken a city. Oh, our spy's been kicked out. Boo. Now we have an Armenian ceasefire that they are requesting. No, I think you guys have made your bed. You're going to have to lie in it. Because I reckon if we cut off Matsaka, they will pretty much have their empire cut in two, and they will have nothing to do then. We're just going to have to wait them out, because then they're pretty much out of trading opportunities unless they have a trading agreement with surrounding empires. But you are here. Can you just dispose of you? So we'll position you over here. We just need to split off these troops. Just take you right off here. Have a look in the city of what we have. We have got a couple of archer units, plenty of infantry, so move them over into you. We can just merge these two together. So we have another unit here of hoplites. So what we need to retrain here really is a hoplite unit, the archers, the couple of auxilia, move them in right here. That should be sufficient in here. And then we cancel that and then just retrain all of that to fit onto it. In fact, you want to bring in the general as well, of course, and do the same to him, because he doesn't have that as well. He's pretty much the most important unit to do that to, actually. But yeah, we can grab another legionary cohort out of this city, and then we'll be ready to roll. Idle results. Bailasaura. What can we give you, Bailasaura? You've got somebody governing you, so Scriptorium. That's pretty much it. Writing in Kotalis. Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that. Can we just repair that? And then just try and get rid of some of the culture penalties going on up here. Do we by any chance have, let's just send you out here. Send you, how far you can right here, right? Let's just grab some mercenaries and build while we're up here a watchtower. Just so we can see. Okay, yeah, so we are now reaching the maximum of the units that we can have in here. So bring them in and we'll leave that unit standing outside. And still they're very unhappy. They must certainly have something in here that we don't want. So let's get a spy going. Actually, we'll retrain those units. Then get a spy going. You can move up here. You can build another watchtower while you're at it. Thank you. You can't recruit anything, so bring you back out here. Now you are really unhappy. I think there might be a spy in here, you know. So ditch you, repair the arena, then go to build the academy. I think that might be the way we do that. And down here, yeah, oh yeah, because you're there. Let's move you into town. I suspect we might be able to move out, but I'm not sure. You are a spy. We have got, yeah, you were there, you were a spy. So moving in, and Sarah's very unhappy. How unhappy are you? Not too unhappy. But yeah, we've got the spies in town. That should be pretty good. were you able to build? Yeah, you're building and repairing, Nicomedia. You can't do much. Pergamum. I think, yeah, everything looks about right around there. So, we're kind of just reforming the Massacre army right now, which is, admittedly, a slightly worrying name. Sounds a bit like the Massacre army. Now, Carthage wants trade rights. I mean, they're literally at war with every other part of us. But yeah, right, sure. I like money. I've got so much money here. It's ridiculous. You can kind of just buy everything, but apparently that hurts your reputation because who don't like people buying towns off of your enemies? Another spy moving into Sardis from Armenia. Not particularly nice, but hey ho. Oh, there we go. We've got movement towards Tarsus. So I reckon they're going to try and retake Tarsus with whichever they have left. So down here, what do we now have? So we can grab you. You are... No, we want to grab... You. All of you go into that, right? Let's just try and do that again then. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. So literally all of that catching. Then you can move into town. Then you can be retrained. One of these nice things that we can do. Just retrain, please. Let's get a merchant going as well. They're always useful. So you can now start making your way, perhaps around to the north, just so we don't get attacked. Any interesting... penis. There's an actual decent amount down here, so let's move you out. Because really... I mean, no, we don't really want hoplites right now. And in fact, what we can do is just pull you out of town. Then you can recruit Bastani. They're kind of useful. No, but we'll just grab the hoplites. Move you back into Nicomedia. What? No. Yeah, we just want to hold off for now. Down here in Tarsus. Tarsus has kind of stabilised for us. Is there anything else we want to build? Yeah, we want to build... Possibly... Yeah, we want to build down crop rotation. Again, just reduce the amount of quota penalties that we have. Likewise up here. Anything that we can actually... No, we are fully stacked in that town. Sinope. Not fully stacked. Let's just see what happened. Yeah, you really don't like this general. He is not your cup of tea. But fair enough. We'll just move him out of town. And you are just confirming, right, that you are... For some reason, it seems to be resetting to yearly races at each turn, which is slightly annoying, but... What can you do? Our next target is to take the... Take the what? The rebel settlement. I mean, it isn't. With a major exotic unit, that's never really that exotic anyway. And now we can't click on... Uh-oh. The game's crashed again. So that's not great, is it? The game's something crashed. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up here for now. I'm just going to chill up, maybe play a bit. Actually, no, we're not. We're not. I lied to you. I'm a mean old swine. We're going to play something completely different for a little bit, just because I feel like it. I just need to add in a game capture called S, because we're going to do some submarining. Capture specific window. Oh God, my mouse has disappeared. So... Bring in boom. That's not showing up. Oh, yes, you need to retransform, don't you? Transform, fit to screen. I think if we go over here and we press this, and we do this, eventually it's going to pop in. I'm hoping, right. Game. Game, please. Why is this not working? We've got problems now. We've got significant issues. Is it not just a thing called window capture? Yes. Yes, there is. I mean, that's a misspelling, but it doesn't matter. There you go. Oh, yeah, that is a problem because this game is really old, so it doesn't fit in properly, and also I'm looking the wrong way, so my microphone's all weird. But we'll fit to screen. We'll stretch it a little bit. I'm sure this is fine. So, welcome. We'll delete also related. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Welcome to 1939. I'm now a German submarine commander, which is a bit wobbly, but we'll just ignore that. There's absolutely no problems at all with being a German submarine commander at all. It's a very good game, and quite frankly, it does need to be set with the Germans because they were the ones that did submarines best. But, oh yeah, somebody's just joined. Yeah, Rome's gone in a very different direction in this remastered, as you can see. It's got submarines. It's spectacular. You've got your cataphracts, you've got your hoplites, you got your submarines. No, I'm lying. We don't. This is a different game because it just crashed on me, Rome Total War. So now we're playing Silent Hunter 3 with the Grey Wolves mod added on, which is just very good. The war technically hasn't started yet. It's still in late August, so we're going to come up to that very soon. We are in, I think, just around the Bay of Biscay, if it wants to actually get cracking here. There we go. So, yes, again, 4x3. Yeah, technically, yeah, it is. But yeah, we're right over here in the Gulf von Biscay, as it says, because it's German. Der Kanal. We just ignore the K and say Der Anal, and then everybody will giggle because we're all 5. What day is it in game? It is August the 24th, 1939. So, everything is very quiet just yet, which is indicated by the fact that everything here is green. They're all neutral. We're just patrolling. Just your German submarine. We've got a merchant. Goes again. We don't have got sound for some reason. Or do we just need to turn it up? Maybe you just need to turn it up. Maybe this is just a very quiet game. Let me just check my Windows settings. No, we don't do that there. We do that here. No, it's set as it should do, so it should have a sound. Yeah, I'm starting to hear it now. It's not really, is it? Let me just tweak that right there. Yeah, now there you go. Now we've got some sound business going on, don't we? So yeah, basically, this is sort of the game for now. We're just moving about out here off the French coast. In a couple of days, we're going to actually start a war with the French. So yeah, we're going to be ready for that. We've got a fair few ports over here. We've got Brest, we've got Laurent, Saint-Nazaire, La Rochelle, Bordeaux down there. We're all within reasonable striking distance. I'm not 100% sure exactly when the British are going to join in, but they will certainly at some point. Now it's daytime. Let's just have a bit of a checking in here with our crews. Just to see down here. Oh yeah, a few of these are tired. So, and you are the watch captain up here. You're torpedoman. And indeed, yeah, everything's looking pretty decent down here just yet. We're just going to monitor the situation. Hopefully, eventually we're going to start engaging. I think it's like on September the 1st the mission begins. So, yeah, we're just kind of larking about. Weather seems to be pretty dire at the moment. Yeah, wind speed 13 meters per second, overcast, no rain. And indeed, let's just check in with our navigator. Maximum range at current speed is that. There's no actual kind of voice acting. Let's just quickly save this one. Enter name. We'll just name it 1 really. It's just a lot easier to do. So let's go into options, sound settings. What does it say? 0. So it should be on. That should put on the music, right? Or is that sound in general? That may be slightly mislabeled. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's looking about right. So let's load up Mr. Keith Vitesse again and see if we have got actual sound now where people are talking to me and whatnot. No, El Dictator Joe, this isn't the same game because Rome Total War crashed on me pretty hard twice. So I was like, suck a fat one, Rome. And I decided to be a German submarine captain because I remembered this game existed. I thought it didn't work for Windows 10, but apparently it does. So this is what we're doing, and it's great. I promise you, it's great. It really is. We're not at war yet. So in many ways, it's not like Rome Total War in that sense. But in a few days, we will be at war. We are sitting in 1939, late August, which is also what's known as the good times. We're still in the interwar period. By a few days, mind. So all is well. Nobody's expecting anything. I mean, I'm assuming some people would have realised that the Germans were up to something about this time, but they haven't really bothered doing anything with it. I mean, it would have been a very interesting time, mind, to have been in the German military. Can we just see down here view? How can we get you guys to do some sort of...
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Tiefe unter Kiel ist
109.
Yes, so the depth under Kiel is 109 metres. But yeah, this was a very, very interesting time. It must have been to be in the German military. Because there was just so much afoot, like the submarines, the secret development of the Panzers. Just must have been so much optimism going on. It must have been unreal. But yeah, history has proven them to not be the good guys, so you know. We'll just speed it up. Also, yeah, there is... Oh, radio message. Atlantic 40 situation still uncertain. No hostiles continue on passage. So, yeah, we are now definitely approaching the crucial moments out here. We are about to engage, I do suspect. And if you can just try and imagine what it would have been like. You was going to say this was definitely further in the future when I was expecting for Rome, or submarine DLC I didn't know about. Yeah, it's a surprise, isn't it? It's this really big... I won't really can tell you about it, but, you know, we can call it an Easter egg. We've got a ship right up to our north moving. It's a merchant vessel, but we'll just continue up here north. But yeah, the time must have been Schiffgesichtet. Does it not say that? Do we need to be... Yeah. I'm sure we saw a ship, I just can't see it. So we'll just continue up here. It is nearly 4 in the morning, in-game time. We just crack on, still awaiting confirmation from headquarters. Does it actually have a name, headquarters? We can open up the radio menu in here and see. From OKM, that's pretty much it. Nothing else really. But yeah, we've got plenty of vessels now moving about around us. Sound contacts, merchant moving, yep. What else do we have? No radio messages. No, that was a previous radio message. Atlantic forces, situation still uncertain. And that was a previous one from the 22nd of August. Operation Fritz cancelled. On receipt, code word only Operation Guard is to be carried out by U-22. Remaining boats of 3rd Flotilla are to remain in the Rügen area until further orders. So now we are just awaiting what we're being told to do. Radio message coming in right here. Atlantic forces, possibility of negotiations, instructions, merchant shipping to put into German on neutral ports. So we are definitely right now in the early stages of an actual armed conflict here, the start of. I say armed conflict, what I mean is World War II is literally about to break out. So we might want to put our decent people on watch for now. Just to see, it might be a bit early still, but just in case things are about to kick off in a bad way, we'll go ahead and manoeuvre some of these out so we keep them fresh all around. Yeah, see back here, we definitely need to start moving these out. Plenty of fresh Matrosengefreiter and Matrosengefreiter. Are you a... Yes, another Matrosengefreiter. I love me Matrosengefreiters. You are still a Matrosengefreiter. We might want to just move you guys over, and you are a bootsman. I mean, you know, We all have our preferences, I suppose. We can't really move anybody else. We're not going to move anybody else around. We're just going to watch and await radio messages. There's going to be a flurry of radio messages, I suspect, as we approach the crucial day. Ship spotted. Let's move into observation periscope. Bearing 340, so over there. What are you? Please be merchant. Small trawler, right, so that's a fishing vessel. Oh, we've got waves. We've got massive waves. No, small merchant. So yeah, small merchant vessel. That's pretty much good. War hasn't broken out yet, but it might be about to. So yeah, let's just stick to periscope level depth out here, just in case we need to start engaging these vessels around us. Move you into here. Yeah, just keep you guys all nice and fresh. We can just register up these people just in case. So we're now just dipping about just underneath the surface, scouting out against anybody else. But we do know of a merchant moving over here that we can't currently see. That's probably the sound contact that we are hearing. We can get... We don't have sonar just yet, but you can follow. No sound contact. Just normal sweep for me, please. Following the warship sound combat, no. We just like about that. Yeah, just sound contact. Yep. Merchant moving away. It's all quite all right. We're still awaiting the news. Maybe we just want to surface again. Probably better to surface so we don't use up oxygen. We can move some more units back into the bows. Just rest everybody up. You need to go back up and watch on the bridge as well. We'll just stay here and mind it. Wait for that all-important radio message coming in at some point or another. Don't really need to be told about that yet. Ship spotted, bearing 8. Let's just try and get confirmation on whether or not it's something we need to be paying more attention to. Should the crucial message come in, it was down over in that direction, wasn't it? Just extend the periscope because it's... There it is. A tramp steamer. I mean, I don't think that's politically correct anymore. I think it's just, you know, a smoking woman. But yeah, we'll just speed up time again, just to wait for that crucial moment where we are actually at war as Germany in 1939. I'm not sure whether to go yay or nay on that. In the context of the game, definitely yay. Again, see, we've pretty much confirmed that this is an active lane of shipping, so we're just going to have to stay in it for now. Just gonna go. Radio message. Hitler has today guaranteed the neutrality of Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Denmark, hey, and Switzerland. So he's pretty much just said he's not going to attack any of those countries. He's just going to go for France. Good old Hitler and his Franciness, isn't it? There is also, I believe, if we go, I don't know. Whoa, yeah, let's not do that. We can go in here. I'm not sure it's visible in here, but there is, in this, certainly when we get to port, there is definitely a very, very clear sort of swastika-ness to the whole thing with this mod. Which is correct. You really kind of should be feeling a little bit queasy about seeing that, I think. I don't have a problem with it. Because it's kind of going, oh yeah, we're the Nazis. That's something you should go, okay. Maybe that isn't so good. On the opposite, we're kind of beating about over here, so we're kind of just going to blow up the French and the British, and quite frankly, you know, history has proven them to be not necessarily the best people anyway, so... I mean, Britain, basically, this is the only time that Britain has been the victims in history. Really, with the Blitz and all of that, and the submarines. Otherwise, they've very much been the evil cunts in the world. So, There's perhaps a bit of poetic justice going around anyway. At the very least, we can tell that to ourselves as we blow up some innocent merchants. Such a weird part in history, this. But we will just continue out here. We've got more vessels moving down here. Radio contacts being picked up. Moving down, would that be... I don't think that would be the same. That's a ship moving west, south, west. That's moving down in that direction. You're moving east. So definitely two different contacts. Otherwise, they certainly move very quickly in a very long period of time. But are we just going to stay in the Biscay Gulf, just minding our own business until our good boy Hitler decides? I mean, I do have... Is that him? No, that's Halbot. That's also Halbot. That's Franz. There's Adolf. Adolf Kessler, though. So not Hitler, but him. And that's Wolfgang Eisenholz. I mean, as far as, you know, nailing the German names, it's really done it very well. It's wonderful. We've got another merchant moving north-northwest over here. Pretty much just to that. So that's moving in this direction. Pretty much perpendicular to us, but in the other direction. So again... Just a wedding confirmation. We are still on day August 27th, 1939. So shit was about to kick off. I can in fact... Oh, here we go. The British fleet is mobilised. Civilian evacuations have started from London. So...
Neuer Funkspruch, Herr Kaloin.
I reckon we might need to be moving... Oh god, wait. I mean, I'm just going to have to open up like a history thing on my phone for World War II. Can we just do a timeline so we can sort of timeline? There you go. World War II travel books. That doesn't sound good. Let's just see here. Yeah, September the 1st, 1939. World War II begins. So, yeah, things are about to kick off. We might want to be moving in a slightly different direction, actually. Because it sounds like we're more focused on the Brits, so maybe we want to be moving up here and we want to be putting ourselves in a position to start engaging as the British are moving around up here. So let's go up here around Dieppe.
Jawohl, Herr
We
Kaloin.
can move up to half speed.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus. Große Fahrt voraus.
Danke. So we are now moving up here and we're now picking up speed. And you can just imagine what it would have been like to be a crewman on this vessel. Suddenly hearing the engines increase, you just feel the vibrations as you lie on your cot. And you can feel the change that you're now starting to move faster in a different direction. You know something's up, nobody's telling you anything, there are rumours emerging that things are kicking off. Again, it would have been such an exciting time to have been part of this. Because you presumably you would have felt like something truly great was about to happen. Let's just check in here and see. Yeah, we need to move some of these off. Because they're pretty tied by now. Just move you off down here and see. You need to be moved out as well with you. Let's just move you. A decent one onto sonar. We can move. You can move on to the radio. Perhaps you can move on to into the command room. In here, yeah, you can move into assist. You likewise up here on watch. We want to rotate some of these people off for now. I reckon the waves are pretty high, seeing as it's just saying that we've reached 10 meter depth. Oh wow, yeah, you're definitely pretty exhausted, so get you off working up here. As with you, seeing as we aren't technically at war yet, let's move these around so we keep as many people fit and ready to join in as soon as we need to start sinking all of those innocent vessels. Yeah, we're now moving up here. What's our time to target? Yeah, we'll be up then plenty of time, won't we? Seeing as we know it'll be September the 1st, and that's 3 days away, so yeah, we should make it in due course. In fact, we can shorten it a bit by bringing... No. Let's grab that marker, please. Go back into you. Just grab you and just bring you in. Just avoid that island right there. That's not particularly great if we hit that, whoops, wrong button. It's left click to cancel your selection. And we're just awaiting further info. We aren't at war yet. Speeding up time, moving into position. We have got plenty of information to keep us loaded in. This is an overview of merchant shipping lanes where you've got individual vessels that can be moving about. You've got convoy route and also the grey areas to note, like areas where there's just a lot of general water traffic going about, just because it's connecting up places and such. But yeah, we're now moving into the canal, ready to engage, nearing the Dover Strait. Right up here, that would be around here Dunkirk, whether it be extracting British people, probably up here again from Zeebrugge. Well, they had a bit of a colony thing. So this was still a bit where the British Empire was still sort of a thing, which a lot of people, I'm sure, was very happy about. None of them of which were natives of the places that they actually occupied. But hey-ho, why does that matter? Let's just drop down to 130 so I don't burn too much fuel. Let's just confirm our date. August the 28th. So yeah, we can actually just spend enough time and still bring us within target of where we need to be. Moving in. Still no radio update here. Weather situation, 8 meters, heavy precipitation. So that's okay, then not too bad. They're just going to have to stand it out there. Just moving about that. Just again, just increase speed so we are 100% sure to be where we need to be. Merchant vessel moving west away from us. Get some info down here. We got big ports on the southern side of Britain down here. It's all the way over Plymouth, Exmouth, Southampton, Portsmouth, Brighton, Folkestone, Dover. That's a crucial crossing right there where we definitely want to be. I'd imagine they would also have plenty of military vessels there, so it could be risky. But yeah, we definitely want to be moving up near Dunkirk, I would imagine. And just sink as many vessels as we can. We've got a vessel fairly close to us down here, moving west medium speed. Hopefully we're going to be traversing that without any issues, because I did on the way out meet some anti-submarine trawlers in this area. Don't want to be engaging with those right now. Just keep moving up here towards Dover. Daylight. We can just move you. No, that's not what we want to be doing. We want to be doing you. Moving you right over here. And we want to erase the marker that we dropped in. Just speed up time again. Checking in here to see. They're looking fairly fresh. They are starting to recover a little bit as well, which is good. We'll just speed up time here. Haven't been getting clearance to engage just yet. That's been picked up. That's moving west and slow. Can we get a weather update, please? 7 meters heavy precipitation. So visibility is pretty crap. Yeah, poor. We are approaching the entrance here. And what are we looking at in terms of time? August 29th, so 3 days away. Yeah, 3 days away from the first. We can just go ahead and drop you down here. Take it nice and slow as we approach it. Oh, we want to be a bit further away from the coastline here, I would suspect. Just move it right over there. And then we just want to sit off the coast here, ready to engage as soon as we are told to do so. We might want to slow down here because we are quite weirdly seeing a significant amount of frame rate drops, presumably because it's trying to keep tabs on a lot of things right now. Right, I'm on to the, I would imagine, still the 29th, yeah. So it's about to kick off. We are approaching our target area. Let's just drop speed again. Down here, soon it's still evening time, so we can just carefully mind this. We're going to stay out here, we're going to try and patrol around, just be ready to engage if and when it's necessary. We're just larking about here low speed. I reckon that as soon as it becomes stale up, we might want to try and drop into submerged just to get a feel for it. Let's get our navigator, please. Navigator, can you please inform me what
Jawohl,
you get
Herr
from the
Kaloi.
keel?
Tiefe unter Kiel ist
2,9.
Yeah, that is an issue with this area. It's not very deep, but it doesn't need to be deep. We just need to be engaging. If you're just joining us, this is not Rome Total War. This is Silent Hunter 3, and I'm playing this because Rome Total War crashed at me, and that made me very angry. Well, it didn't. It just made me go, maybe we try something else now. It's quite good. We're just waiting for the war to kick off, and by the war I mean Second World War. We're Germany, which is a bit iffy, but you know, it is what it is. And again, as I've said before, we're going to be blowing up the British, which kind of makes us nearly the good guys, because the British generally weren't the good guys around then. So that's a positive, you know. There's a lot of natives around the world that will be looking at this going, yay, the British are being blown up. Finally, we've been waiting all our lives for this. Radio message coming in out here. What's this? This could be crucial. Atlantic forces U-23, 27, 30 and 53 have sailed.
Neuer Funkspruch,
Roger.
Herr Kaloi.
I feel like that's code for something that I don't know what is. So we're just going to crack on here and move along around nice and slowly. Do we want to drop to periscope depth? Not just yet. Let's just quickly check in with the crew. They're seeing quite alright. Let's just get with a confirmation. Heavy precipitation. At the very least, we're not being spotted by, like, visually, we can maybe be spotted by radar or sonar. But not right now anymore. We just crack on out here, just stay near Dunkirk. Ready to intercept those bloody vessels as soon as we're told to do so. I think I moved a bit too close to shore now because it's pretty laggy. Just move back out here again, just trying to stay in this general area. Ready to engage or respond to orders as and when they come in. The sun is setting. It would be on the August 30th now, so 2 days away from the actual engagement out here. We are just sitting ready to open fire as soon as we're told to do so. Weather forecast, please. Or weather status, still raining, terrible weather. Radio message coming in. German ship Calientes has arrived at La Palmas Harbour, Canary Islands, where she will be available for resupply duties after September the 1st. BDU, so that will be Las Palmas. That's over here, isn't it? Palma de Mallorca. So that will be down here. So that will be for units operating down here. Obviously, the British will want to be sailing over here as well. So yeah, that's pretty decent. Whoops, wrong things. But we will stay with this. Just wait for it. I mean, again, there's not a lot of games where you get the likes of Harwich, Lowestoft, Hull, Hartlepool, Newcastle upon Tyne, Blythe, and then you've got Firth of the 4th, and then we're into Scott because that's Edinburgh. But yeah, we'll just crack on here. Mind our positions. Await further instructions from headquarters. Circling the area around Dunkirk, between Dunkirk and Calais. Weather I would imagine hasn't changed much. No, still dire really. We are running at low speed at the moment. No real point going fast. We will just be burning off fuel. We can in fact just get confirmation that we have a maximum range at current speed of 9,833 kilometers. And we might want to just once again check in with the depth underneath our keel, which is 31 meters, so we are not really going to be able to hide down in the depth, which is admittedly one of the issues with this whole area. It's very light. It's a lot easier to operate over here where we have got more than 100 meters beneath us, so we cannot really dive down deep. and use the depth to our advantage should we become haunted. Which hopefully we don't. We'll just stay in this general vicinity, move about. We are now getting near. Radio messages coming in again. Start hostilities against Poland. Attitude of Western powers uncertain. No attacks against English, etc. Forces except in self-defense or by special order. Boats to remain in waiting positions for the present. So we have now invaded Poland, it appears. Which technically would be far more over here, wouldn't it, around then? We've got Warsaw, Krakow, we've got Posen, which is Poznan. We've got Szczecin right over here, which can't really be pronounced probably by anybody. But we will hold position as instructed, waiting for further orders from Central Command. We are, of course, Germans, therefore we are very diligent. We're doing as we're told. Set command told us. Oh, radio. A radio message. Polish troops have reportedly attacked German radio station at Geilwitz. Oh, that must have been their cover story then. It's been like, yes, the Poles totally shot first, therefore we had to invade their entire country. That is definitely the appropriate response. Let us reposition the final waypoint. No, reposition, mate. Put you up there, then just move you around a bit. I'm going to get too close. I'm just chilling, relaxing, maxing all cool, just shooting some merchants outside of Dunkirk. It is now approaching what? Wrong thing, it's in here. It is now September the 1st, so yes. And there's the confirmation. We are now at war with Poland. We are now at war with Poland. We are, I mean, look at that. Danzig is there, then Goldenhof and Hela. This area here was the scene of some absolute vicious fighting towards the end of the war. All the way up from Mainland down. It's covered in The Forgotten Soldier, which is an excellent book, where they had to make pretty much that, traversing that, and it was hell on earth. Like, the way that's been described is horrific. With civilians fleeing from the Russians, because they knew their destiny with them, and the Germans having to try and partly protect them, as well as try and get themselves out, and they were being bombed by airplanes, by artillery, and there were Soviet submarines operating out here, so trying to evacuate. Back then they were evacuating into Denmark. They would have been probably around down here, where we've actually had some stuff in GeoGuessr, where they would have landed and then transported away. Oh boy. But yeah, that is to come. They're still very much on the charge. We have got a vessel actually moving in our direction. Still no confirmation as to what the Western forces will be doing. That is the next command we will be getting, informed whether or not the British, the French, will be playing ball with us, or whether or not it will take up hostilities. Hitler, of course, wasn't particularly keen on getting involved with the British. He quite fancied, you know, them staying out of it. But we know how Churchill felt about that. And so it wasn't to be. We'll just reduce time right here. Bring it in. Hitler believed them to be part of, you know, the pure Aryan whatever nonsense he thought of. And so it's quite like, yeah, you guys do like really chill, and like we can just hang out, and like, you know, I can murder all the Jews, and then you guys can just be over there, have a good time, and just let us do that. Which surprisingly they didn't like. You know, I mean, just a bit of ethnic cleansing. Oh, radio message coming in. Overt military operations have commenced against Poland. All Polish vessels are to be considered hostile and valid targets that may be attacked at the commander's discretion. Vessels of all nations are to be considered neutral and are not to be attacked. So, we can engage Poles, we can't engage anybody else. Imagine that other nations will take a pretty significant stance. Another radio message coming in. Germany has invaded Poland. Well, if that doesn't cheer you up, I don't know what will. So, yep, there would now be overt military activity in Poland. They would swoop through the start of the Blitzkrieg, swoop through there, then that shift focus over onto the Western Front, take France, take Benelux, then that shift focus over onto Russia, which then would carry on. They would also move activities down here. But yeah, we'll just leave time accelerate away. Let's actually check in with our crews right here, make sure nobody's getting too overworked. Some of our engine boys definitely need to be given a bit of a break, because the diesels are working pretty hard on this, taking there for a pretty long period of time. We want to make sure that we have decent staff ready for when the shooting begins. So move these people away. Out here you need to be moved out as well. Although I would imagine it wouldn't be easy to sleep around this time. You know things are going off, you're hearing the radio messages coming in. When somebody's coming off duty, they'd be telling you the things they've heard. Rumours and stories would be about aplenty. But yes, now we're waiting. Further orders from High Command. Presumably focused on Poland at the moment, and awaiting any kind of response from the Western powers as to their stance and what's going on. We have of course been told that Hitler has guaranteed the neutrality and thereby, you know, the safety of the Benelux and of Denmark, which is obviously great, but we don't know what France, what the British are going to do. And we're kind of just circling over here near Dunkirk. Let's just have a weather confirmation going on. Pretty heavy downpour and winds are high, so it's not great at the moment. To be fair, it probably had more to do with who was being cleansed than the cleansing actually happened. Yeah, that does sound like the British, doesn't it? It's kind of like, yeah, because generally, you know, had it been brown people, they would have been totally chill with it. You know, that's just the truth. Like, fucking hell, I mean, Churchill was a right cunt. Like, yeah. Quite racist. Quite racist. Oh, Jesus wept. It's all gone red. Also, my geoguess US score was stupid good. Yeah, I mean, you know, you gave me a challenge. I was, you know, not gonna drop it. Radio message. U-boats have ordered to commence hostilities with Great Britain forthwith. U-boats are the first wave are instructed to wage war against merchant shipping in accordance with the revised issue of price regulations. As long as war against merchant shipping is governed by price regulations, attacks are to be aimed at ships which this protocol may be sunk without warning. So, we are now going to engage the British merchant vessels. So focus are now shifting rapidly towards actual combat. Right, now we're going to move over here. We're going to try and stay over here, try and maybe move down here a bit more. We need to start shifting some of our crew around. Now we need to be bringing up our actual trained crew members right here. Rotate out that helmsman, for example, so he's ready to go to Peterman. And we have to keep him in there. But yeah, we are now moving out here. We're going to pick up some speed to a third, so we can start covering some ground. Let's just get a weather report coming in so we know what we're dealing with down here. Again, terrible weather, so we're not going to be able to use our guns. We will have to be using torpedo attacks, which the preparation I did indicates to me that we're not really going to be using the magnetic fuses. They're not particularly reliable, so we're going to have to do impact. And we are now preparing. We're now moving close to Calais. We need to be careful about what we engage. Let's just move a bit further away from the French side of business. Move down here again. We can see the Benelux, Denmark remaining neutral, but France, although we can't engage, it's showing up as red, so we want to be staying down here and move over and start engaging as soon as we encounter their vessels in this area. So we're now just awaiting again further confirmation, instructions, or just the fact that we encounter a vessel that we can engage. Because we are still operating in the channel. I think we might need to just slow down time a bit here because it's starting to lag, even though this is a very old game. But yeah, we're right into the stretch, so it will be putting up things all around us. We just need to be mindful of the fact that there could be anti-submarine warfare going on in the area, and that's not great when you are, of course, a submarine. So we shall increase in, and hopefully we'll radio message coming in. U-boat warfare against shipping is to be carried out in accordance with international law. Attacks are to be aimed at the following ships, which may be sunk without warning. Troop ships, vessels which are observed to be carrying troops or war material, or which may be identified in other ways. Any vessel escorted by enemy warships or aircraft. Vessels taking part in enemy actions or acting in direct support of enemy operations. So yes, we have been told that we can engage merchant vessels. Although since that, all those radio messages coming in aplenty now. International law governing the conduct of naval warfare, including the battle orders for the German Navy. Orders... What? And join the strict observance of all rules of neutrality issued by individual countries and observance of the general agreements of international law. Operations against shippings are to be governed by the revised edition of price regulations. Observance of price regulations only obligatory for unarmed ships. So yes, we are now formally engaged in conflicts out there. We can now also engage military vessels. Another radio message coming in. They're coming in hot and fast right now. Hostilities are to commence against Great Britain immediately. Do not wait to be attacked first. Well, that's a clear message, isn't it? We only just bloody need the British vessels to actually be near us, which they aren't. I'm assuming the weather is still atrocious. Yeah, heavy precipitation, heavy visibility. We might want to drop down to periscope depth and get our... Oh, another radio message actually. Let's listen in here. France considers herself at war with Germany from 1700 hours. Only defensive action is to be taken against French warships or shipping. U-boats are to take no hostile action against French merchant ships except in self-defense. So the French we are not formally engaged with just yet. Well, obviously if we're being attacked we can shoot back. Which again is horribly civilized considering the fact that we are Germany. So the SS Athena is now sending out SSS, SSS, SSS. So that's the first sign that submarines are engaging. SSS is SOS, that you're under submarine attack. So that is a merchant vessel reporting in that they're being engaged by submarines. Britain, France, Australia, New Zealand and India have declared war on Germany. So it's starting to unfold, shall we say. Diesel fuels down to 50%. Yes, but we just carry on out here. We're literally not encountering anything. Another radio message coming in. AO-94, attack Polish submarine, found wreckage and oil. AO... That's over here, 94, correct. So over in this quadrant, they've engaged a Polish submarine. Oh boy. We need to be moving over here, which we are. Just increase it down here. Let's drop down to periscope depth. That would give everybody a bit of a rest from the waves. And it means that we can just also just bed in our submarine procedures as well. Get this sorted out. Let's move everybody around up here. We're not under silent running just yet. We're just manoeuvring underwater. it'll give our radio operators a chance to keep an eye out for any vessels. Sound contact. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Propulsion.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Silent propulsion, please.
Schleichfahrt. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Tiefe unter Kiel ist
3-2.
2 meters, so we
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
neue
drop
Tiefe
a
2-8.
bit. And we are dropping our speed significantly. We're also going to be moving
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs
south as of
182.
right now. See, that was pretty significant that we dropped down then. We just need further updates down here from our radio operators, if you can, please. Or maybe not you. Down here with you. Can you follow? No, you don't have any radio contact. So we can hopefully go with the fact that they haven't actually put last contact, no contact. So warship moving fast, closing, bearing 226, close range. So bearing 226. Warship moving very fast. Warship moving fast, closing. So yeah, we're just gonna have to stay down. Thankfully it's in the middle of the night, so anybody keeping watch won't be spotting us. Let's just again check in with depth on the keel, 16 meters, so we're pretty dodgy down here. But we're just gonna have to hope that we're getting away. Warship moving fast, moving away. Right, they may have decided not to find us, or they feel that they lost us. So yeah, we're gonna have to try and maneuver around them then. We're just gonna stay slow. Batteries are down to 50%. That's quite okay. Hopefully we have maneuvered away from them. Daytime is upon us, so we can't really... Warship moving fast, closing, long range. We're just gonna have to hope that they're just on a regular patrol and they haven't really spotted us. But maybe, just maybe we want to move down to here. Just to see what that does, if that will help us out. We're not being detected. I wasn't planning on playing this game right now. Just trying to avoid being detected, in fact. Can we? Closing, medium speed, long range. So speed has dropped. I'm going to take that as a positive sign that they're just patrolling, looking out for submarines, and that they haven't actually located us. Warship medium speed moving away. Yeah. And they're actually pretty much right in front of us. So our now change of direction here should be a positive sign for us. We should now be moving in a different direction. Warship medium speed bearing 230, so over here. Long range, oxygen is down. Let's just check in here and see. Yeah, we're starting to drop. We may want to just move up here to periscope depth. The radio message being received in here. By order of der Führer, no hostile action should be taken against passenger ships sailing independently or in convoy. Presumably they don't want us to just sink passenger vessels. Operation orders remain in force against merchant shipping. So yes, any cargo ships we are free to engage. But right now we're just waiting for nightfall where we can surface again. Not 100% sure. Let's just check in here and see in terms of power. Yeah, we've got enough. Now it's falling out here. Let's just surface.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
We're now surfacing. We need to get taking oxygen. What's the radio message coming in here? The Royal Air Force has attacked the German Navy. Oh dear. So we are now just, again, oxygen reserves is now going up. we may want to take it out of silent running. We're now recharging the battery. So this is technically the first hybrid, which is weird to think of, but it would be, wouldn't it? Batteries are being recharged. We've replenished our oxygen, so we are ready to dive again should it become necessary. But we'll just move on up here. Actually, we will be moving our watchman to take up watch position, which means we can also get a weather forecast. Oh, it's terrible weather. Yeah, that's terrible weather. Let's just speed it up and see if we take any engagements. Battery has been recharged, so we're now running full power. We've got a vessel moving west. Let's see if we can't intercept that one. Move north. Let's just see if that is going to be anything that we can intercept. Although, again, we've got to be kind of careful. Let us move up here. Take it a bit more over here. See if we can't get a radio signal going with that. So that was moving west, moving in this direction, slow. But we are also just moving at full knots, which should also be slow. More communications. SSS from the SS Bosnia reporting in that they are being engaged by a submarine. So somebody's having a bit more luck than I am, it seems. They're actually engaging. Vessels have picked up survivors from SS Bosnia. SS Eindanger.
Neuer Funkspruch, Herr Kaloin.
We, however, don't have anything. Let's just increase our speed a bit. As we're moving east. So we just stay up here with the speed that we're travelling at. Third speed. Trying to move a bit closer to Britain, trying to spot more radio traffic. Jesus wept. SSS stopped by German submarine operating off SS Voice. So yeah, they're now being reported in that German submarines are indeed in effect. I think they're just flavour reports. There's nothing concrete to them. But we shall have even more radio messages popping in. SSS, 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 the Royal Scepter.
Neuer Funkspruch, Herr Kaloin.
We just need to find some of these bloody vessels. Jesus wept. Let us just make sure that we know our range is 9,000. So yeah, plenty of stuff at the moment.
Schiff gesichtet.
Uh-oh.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Dropping down to periscope depth. Short range.
Tauchstationen!
There's a trap steamer and it's right there. We are in a shit position to engage that one, frankly. Let's look in here. Let's try and see if we can't spot Handelsschiffe, a tramp steamer. A tugboat trawler. No, no. No, no. Tramp steamer. Oh, come on, tramp steamer. I mean, it's
Derzeitige Tiefe
there you
1-0.
go. Depth of Q is what? Draft 6.8 meters. Roger that. So let's just prepare a torpedo tube here. Boom. Impact. Fuse. Roger. Actually, let's move our. You are there. We need to move in here. You are on torpedoment. Let's move you in here. You need to be moved into the helms room. We need these crew members to be taking up the front torpedo tubing. Right in here, let's see. Anybody in here is ready to go? You're ready to go. You're a torpedo man as well, so get you guys in here. Get you guys into the electrical engine bay. Now we need to start having some decent crews about as we're now about to engage. So you can't be slipping right now anyway. You can actually move out here and rest up just a tiny amount. We've got some people in here as well, so let's see. You, for example, you can rest up a bit. I would imagine you're not really going to get a lot of sleep right now because we're kind of in the middle of an engagement. But sure you can. You don't technically need to have anybody in the diesel engines. So those crew members in the diesel compartment right now can go and rest up. We can grab the medic, put him onto the radar. Sonar. I don't know why we have that because I don't think we have any sonar available to us at the moment anyway. But yeah, that's looking pretty decent. So, periscope, attack periscope, that's what we need to see. So let's pop you up here. Where was that? Because we were fairly close. You know, I can kind of hear it. Oh, I'm looking back. It was at the front, wasn't it? How can I have lost a big fucking boat that was in front of us?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Do we have any radar
Große
contact
Fahrt
with it?
voraus. Jawohl, Herr
We might
Kaloin.
want
Neuer
to try and
Kurs
change
287.
course to see if our radar will pick it up. But I think I can hear it. I can definitely hear some sort of chucking sound. Which would make sense if it's a steamboat, wouldn't it? So let's try and just increase time a bit here. Let's just see if that's actually being picked up. It might be our own engines that I'm hearing, however. So we can perhaps try and
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
surface again and see if
Auftauchen.
that vessel
Auftauchen.
was actually there or if I'm
Vorne um 10, hinten komm auf 5.
Because it might just be boom right there again when we appear. I don't quite know.
Erste Seewache sich
It
klar machen.
is 1800 hours, not 1832 hours. That's that. That vessel definitely has disappeared from us, hasn't it? Yeah. Really, I'm not that great if I can do some merchant vessel as a German submarine commander. But perhaps we shall encounter it again. Let's just return us to course, please. And move our crews about again. You are our watchman to get you up here. And try and move the torpedo men back off duty. Move them back into the electrical compartment for the electrical engines. Run you off here, and we just stay on the bloody course and wait for any confirmation of contacts with anybody. What is the weather like? It's still pissing down the rain. The United States have proclaimed neutrality. German troops have crossed the Vistula River in Poland.
Neuer Funkspruch, Herr Kaloin.
So we're going to take up a position back over here where we pretty much were. We have a boat being marked up here, moving east-north-east. Hello there, boom. Let us head north, shall we? See if we can say hi to those. Let's just move ahead slow. Drop to periscope depth. Right, yeah, that's been picked up. Moving, bearing 250, and we are there, so that's over there, closing long range. I think we might want to have to stay here. Can we tell you to follow that one? It is increasing speed. So we might want to move over to the observation periscope. Extend that. It is smaller than the proper attack periscope, so it might be able to provide us a bit more information. But it's still bearing 250. I suspect that we don't have any intel on it just yet. It's a passenger cargo. How far away that is? What? 250 it was there, wasn't it? It was over there. We just had it. Passenger cargo. So let's open up with you right here, see if we can't locate a passenger cargo. There it is. Yeah, that'll be the same thing. Tonnage 2. So it's definitely knocking about over there, isn't it? Can you please confirm our hydrophone operator? It is still over there, 250 it claims.
Frachter kommt näher auf 250.
So we'll just have to try and continue moving up here. Maybe increase speed a little bit. They have no real way of detecting us, so we are kind of just in our own territory here. Maybe slow down actually, because it's still moving about in this general direction. Can't log on to it, but it is here. Let's actually just kill our
Jawohl, Herr
engines
Kaloin.
entirely. Let's see, where is that bastard? Do you have a radio update, please, for me, hydrophone operator? 290 constant speed closing. So again, it is operating off 250. So it's over in this direction, moving in. I reckon we might have overshot it actually. So if we can just turn it around here, facing south. Let's just see here, bearing 242. 231, 238. Let's just move it back over to
Frachter auf 212 kommt näher.
it's over in that general direction. It's very
Kriegsschiff
far away.
auf 209 kommt näher.
Did he just say warship? Or was that just a mistake?
Kriegsschiff auf 205 kommt näher.
Oh no. Oh,
Kriegsschiff auf 201
so
kommt näher.
shit. Where is that warship? Let's move over to the attack periscope. That seems like a much better idea right now. Attack periscope, please. Extend that. It's going to be easier to spot, but we might have to just take the risk right now because we need to locate that bloody warship. Last spot it over in that general direction, wasn't it? Hey, where's that contact? Just, you know, for reference. Warship lost. Oh, piss. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, we want to keep track of that warship, you know? Going 305, so it's sort of more to the front now. Merchant now bearing 301, moving slow closing. Let's close you down right over here, so you're definitely moving about over in this general direction, aren't you? Lower the periscope. Let's just try and observe the situation down here using our hydrophone. In fact, we might want to just give the command to be running in quiet mode for now. It's now moving where is to... I'm feeling very confused about the reports that are coming in because it was over here, it was over there, now it's over there. It might have crossed over. No, but it's both closing in on us. So do we have any warship contact on our hyperphone, please? Merchant slow closing. Merchant slow closing. We are in the middle of something that I don't know what is. Because we're getting a lot of reports coming in here. And nothing's matching up with what we have.
Kontakt, Frachter, kommt näher. Auf
Nice.
6-9, große Entfernung.
69, nice. It's right over there somewhere.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Let's just increase a bit of engine here so
Kleine
we
Fahrt
keep moving.
voraus.
Just reducing that down so it can't be seen even though it's middle of the night raining and there's heavy waves going on. But just keep us updated please about these vessels please, thank you. So slow down again because there's apparently one moving right in front. Are we sure? A small merchant 14,000 meters in
Jawohl, Herr
front.
Kaloin.
So let's try and just
Große Fahrt
increase
voraus.
right there. Yeah, we definitely need to be start moving, perhaps moving. We could just about make out the light. So we're trying to hunt down that small merchant we saw. Let's just confirm in here what we're looking at with a small merchant. 6.8. Yeah, that's a bit more tonnage. We're just going to have to go with that, I suppose. It should be over there. Whatever warship we picked up certainly seems to be gone now. We've also changed our direction of travel. Merchant slow bearing right over there. Right over here somewhere it should be. We cannot see that, so and we have no way of detecting. Can we see it if we move into? Oh yeah, we can actually see it's right there. But I'm not sure. It might actually be moving south, in which case it's kind of a moot point what we're trying to do. Yeah, it is moving away. So if navigator, can you please return us to regular course, please? Thank you. I mean, it is kind of confusing, these reports. But yeah, can you, instead of following that, please, can you give us a general sweep? So there's a lot of confusion going on, moving away on a different bearing. Anyway, he's going to keep scanning and he's going to let us know if he picks up anything, but we're just going to continue with our battery down to 50%. We might want to surface now, just try and recover our oxygen, try and recover our engine heading into the day. So, okay, let's just slow it down here, actually go into crew mode. Grab our watchman, get him up here. Ooh, wow, yeah, you do not need to be on watch right now. You don't need to be on watch right now. Anybody else who is as tight? Yeah, you are kinda. So swap these. Definitely don't want to have the torpedo men working the engine bay. You need to be resting up in case we need to be engaging stuff. Oh yeah, you need to be here. that's pretty much it. Torpedo boy, you can go off that position. You guys can stay off here and just rotate them out. Ship spotted. Roger. Can we see that? Bearing 1080. Oh yeah, it's right there. There's a ship there, you know. Oh, we do have the periscope up completely. A large tugboat. Ah, well. That probably. Oh. Large tugboat. Just confirming that. Yeah. Large tugboat. Is that it? I suspect that might just be it. So we're going to lower down our attack periscope so we're not advertising our presence quite as bad as we were. And then we're just going to continue on our merry way. There's no reason not to be. More radio messages coming in right here. Given the political situation, boats are still ordered to observe the 1930 London Submarine Protocol Article 22. Boats are warned to observe extreme caution when approaching enemy ships. So they're kind of just covering their own bases by giving those instructions. More radio. Somebody else being engaged. It's lovely, isn't it? We've now recharged our battery. We can actually probably take us off silence to running. Any officials out here on vessels? No tugboats or anything? No. Righto. We shall continue. M doesn't bring up the map, it brings up messages. More radio message. Fired up by steamer Charlie Golf 5573. Steamer torpedoes. Right, so some steamers may be armed. Could be critical for us. We're going to move up into this area here. More radio message. Situation regarding France still unclarified. Defensive action only is to be taken when encountering French forces or shipping. Ships identified as French are not to be stopped. Avoid incidents with France at all costs. So presumably this would have been when Germany was still trying to play France a bit. See if they couldn't keep them sweet. But at least not sour. What's our watchman saying is the weather. Visibility poor. Another radio message. Another vessel being engaged. But no further info as of this moment. We're not picking up anything out here. Well, we had those vessels, but they got away from us. Nothing. Right, nothing. No. As the weather improved a bit, we seem to be a bit more steady, wind, precipitation heavy. More radio. South Africa has oh dear, what are we gonna do? South Africa has declared war on Germany. Gee, how are we gonna recover from that? I suspect we will have plenty of time to prepare, in any case. Let's just confirm our range. It's still 9,000 kilometers, so we're not really burning that much fuel. Weather forecast, just keep them coming in. Precipitation heavy, visibility poor. Hopefully that's going to change at some point. But yeah, unfortunately, we've been going for a pretty long time now. So we're going to wrap this one up here by enter a name. Does it say enter a name? Please, there's even a comma after, so that's nice. Yes. Overwrite. Yes, we're going to wrap it up here for tonight. Hope you've enjoyed this stream. We had a bit of a mix, didn't we? We had Rome Total War. We had submarines, well, unfortunately, we didn't have any engagement, but as it happens sometimes. Hope you've enjoyed this lovely little live hope you've enjoyed this lovely live stream on a Saturday evening. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.